I can't guarantee that.
You know, I was reviewing the tape, and we made it through so much, and I just relaxed, and then just scared out of friggin' nowhere. Oh.
Yeah, I reviewed it, and it was a great story. It was truly awesome to watch.
Like, oh, thank God. Oh, what the boom. Oh, no.
Yeah, it was epic. It was one of the best ship losses ever.
It's so much
that's easy to say when you're not having to be part of it. So,
I happy to help out.
Okay, we're also going to try something this shift. Because of this, it's actually often difficult to reconstruct what the hell happened during a shift, and so I know individual people try to keep logs, and it's still very difficult to be coherent. So with Beaumont's recording for training purposes, that's extremely helpful, but even that sometimes doesn't capture what's going on. So I'm going to publish a link to a document. It's just a shared log. If anyone during the course of the mission has anything that they would like to record to help with in the future, that would be much appreciated. So there's the link. Oh, sorry, wrong channel. And this is a kindness on my part, because otherwise I could just tell the XO to do it. It is literally on their list of responsibilities. But that's
however, he might blow something up in the process.
He might. I wouldn't want to distract him.
When I say might, I mean will.
Now. I doubt that I would have done any better.
Oh, somebody got a jackalope? That's amazing.
Yeah. However, standing order, gentlemen, and any ladies who turn up. Anyone who converts the last homing torpedo when we're not actually fleeing from enemy damage will be ejected.
Even if they're given an order so to do?
No. Then it's on me. But I want the weapons officer to question when we're converting the last torpedo.
Like
all right, let's agree who's taking which station. That's true.
I believe we all have assigned stations on this ship, sir.
We do.
Unless you want to mix it up for the sim. That is correct. Is it PC1 or something like that? Codes? Do we have codes posted?
I've been requested to go down to the excision, sir.
Boom.
Good luck.
Thank you. And good luck. I'm sure you'll need it. On the other hand, I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
Hang on, don't they have 5 down there already?
Commander, I don't think my whisper is set up for channel commanders.
No one's seen you enough, Beaumont. They've only got intendants down there.
Oh.
I'm assuming.
That would make sense.
Thank you. A brief lucid moment there.
Was the code to connect to? Sorry.
We haven't yet been informed.
Oh, well, okay then. Usually I miss these things.
Right.
So my chance is yet to come. I feel like we mostly appreciate each other's positions, but I don't know. Did you want us to switch stations, sir, or should we do our regular stations?
Okay, so Beaumont on Helm, Badge in Engineering, Ziff on Psycom. Oh no, Ziff on Weapons, Maxwell on Engineering, Vag on Science, right?
Those are our assigned stations.
Right, and I'll try and cover comms as well. You should keep an eye on them as well, though, Vag.
Yes.
Do we have the...
I was told. I saw a message over the Senior Officers Command Network that you have been sent the command codes.
Indeed I have. That's good old CC1.
Setting the ship up.
Presents itself after the order's been given.
Okay, in that case then can I ask that you classify a target or near to a target so I've got an idea? Because that's usually what I end up waiting for, is if we're in multiple groups, any direction of some sort.
Right, I'll try and call out, I'll try and accurately identify the target group.
Or even a bearing relative to us or something.
Okay.
Apologies, an absolute bearing, not a relative bearing. That would be silly.
This is Excision. We are ready to go.
Excision, this is Invictus. Comms check, please. As I thought.
Group leader to all ships, stand by for simulation to start.
Command system's coming online.
Hearing's online.
I have 2 crashes, one on each of my consoles. Force close.
Oh dear.
We've incoming on DS5.
We're weaponless. Yep, course for DS5. Make it so.
Working as fast as I can.
Invictus moving to intercept hostiles by DS5.
Invictus, this is Relentless. Battle zone is going to be Echo 3 through Echo 4.
Echo 3 through Echo 4. Let's stay by this course. Let's help Oblivion make sure that DS5 is secure, and then we'll move off.
Aye, aye.
Let's get an EMP, and
They're a bit close for EMP.
yeah, no, not for this engagement. An EMP and a P-shock loaded, please.
Stand by.
Yep. Your order is Charlie. Charlie. Sorry, that's a fleet maneuver. I meant Delta 2.
Comms check. Oh,
Guys, and our shields are
we are
down.
cycling our weapons.
Okay, weapons off.
Hold for a
Weapons
second.
is online.
Good work, weapons. Delta 2,
We have
please.
Scarron right on top of us.
Targeted.
We have
Dr.
no
Beams,
weapons, officer?
engineering.
We have no weapons, officer. Beams are
We
hot.
have-
Well, okay, we're not firing. Okay, there we are.
Frequency is Bravo.
Bravo set, thank you.
They have
Earlier I thought
anti-torp.
somebody said we were short of weapons, officer.
Focusing in manual.
Their beams disabled.
Roger.
They're destroyed.
Okay, we'll engage Victor 7-1, Delta 2.
Aye, aye.
Please repeat the command for tube loading, please.
I'd like an EMP and a P-shock available, please.
Confirm loading.
Victor 7-1 is
Yes,
launching
Bravo
drones at
and Victor.
DS4. Let's get a Delta 2, yeah.
Delta 2I targeting drone first.
They have tractor.
Give him the P-shock.
Fine P-shock. Okay, manual.
There they go.
And we destroyed.
Okay, let's get a proximity scan on the 2 fleets in Echo 4 Mark 2.
Hi, Relentless. We're on the leak duty.
I was going to suggest we docked up temporarily whilst we're there.
Yeah.
That would have been a great
40%
idea.
energy now.
Do you want me to load another P-shock?
Yes.
We have fighters inbound.
Roger.
Oh, cancel that. Get a mine in.
Do you want me to unload the MP?
Delta, give me a Delta 1 pass on these guys and head rimward, please. 180.
Invictus, this is Relentless. We're going to come in and drop some heavy ordnance on that fleet. Recommend giving us some space.
Peak tubes, 15 seconds. please.
Understood, Relentless. Standing clear.
Fighters inbound.
I'm assuming we'll go to a fleet order Charlie after this.
Normalised tubes, thank you, man loaded.
27%.
Do we have a cloud of fighters close behind us?
We do.
Yes, we do.
Okay, weapons, you're cleared to use the mine on them.
Helm, ready?
Ready. Go.
So, yeah, I was waiting for your call
Contact.
as per.
Sorry. Ah, caught some ones that were turning back as well.
Can you loop back
There's only
in?
2 on us at the moment.
More closing in from the front as well.
Did we get the mine off?
We did.
Yeah, it did some damage.
15% energy.
Catch them on the way home if you can.
Powering means?
Was that energy 15%?
That's for extra. 10 now.
Sorry, engineering, I'm not.
Relentless. Orders Charlie.
10%, so he said.
Yeah.
Convert 2 homings, please.
2, aye.
And Delta 2.
Delta 2 set.
Frequency echo.
Forward shields are low.
Thank you.
And then after this, we'll
18%
restock.
energy.
Come manual.
Their beams disabled. Enemy destroyed.
Relentless after this engagement,
Enemy
we'll
front
be
shields are
returning
down.
to resupply.
7% energy.
Copy that, Invictus.
Convert 2 more homing.
2, aye. We have no front shield.
Their
Correct.
beams disabled.
Okay.
Enemy
Dock us up
destroyed.
at DS4, please.
DS4, right.
Relentless, we need to make a quick dock at DS4 for energy and resupply, and we'll go on the scouting.
Ready to dock.
Beautiful.
I think you might have pressed the shield button, not the dock button there.
I did. Well spotted.
It's my job.
So I see friendly, helpful feedback. Pretty biobase.
Feedback is a gift, sir.
Delta 4 and Echo 4 are clear.
We've taken on board another mine and another P-shock, back to full complement.
Thanks. So in the tubes we have what, an EMP and a mine?
EMP
No.
only.
Okay. Let's load our nuke as the second one. I think we're getting to that point.
Loading.
The fleet in Echo 2 is gonna need it.
Yep.
Loaded.
Relentless, this is Excision. We are heading out.
Orders. Sorry, I had a bit of a crash.
This is
Check.
Invictus.
On the way. Alright.
This is Invictus broadcast to Relentless, requesting permission to extend engagement to Echo 2.
Invictus, this is Relentless. Once you're ready, move in on fleet in Echo 2.
Yeah, I didn't need that
Believe
actually. They
we're
just crossed
green.
into Echo 3. Yep. Echo 3. Kilo Omega 2.
Kilo Omega 2, aye.
Execute.
Okay. I'm going to try and get Yankee 19 helm.
Yankee 19, aye.
And after that, load the 2 mines.
So we have a fighter launch.
That's confirmed.
EMP away. Nuke away. Loading mines.
Engineering, if you can help with that.
That's right on it, sir.
Contact.
Sing out when you're ready for the Echo 2.
Ready, ready.
Execute.
Aye. Engaging. Drop. Drop.
Tubes clear.
Drops are good.
Of course.
Delta 2.
Oh, caught all the fighters in there.
That's why I called it out so quickly.
We have a secret code case amidst that fleet.
Nice work.
In for Delta 2.
If we get
Nice.
this done quickly,
Bravo.
we can resupply and go help out with the other big one.
Quickly, aye.
I'm in
Beams
the
disabled.
Destroyed or surrendered.
Coming about.
We're resupplying.
Cap.
Moving to DS4 for resupply.
Yes, confirmed.
Invictus heading to DS4 for resupply.
Docking.
That went beautifully.
I overshot slightly that time. Why are you displaying that?
We have 2 mines. We have not taken any more nukes on board.
Understood. Okay, let's prep for a Kilo Echo 1.
Kilo Echo 1I.
But in the short term, let's join Relentless and concentrate fire with her. Delta 2.
User joined your channel.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm guessing the tubes are loaded, right?
Negative, I need a little bit longer.
You mean Relentless?
I did mean Relentless.
Thank you, engineer.
Relentless, this is Excision. We are almost done with these in Alpha.
Copy that, Excision. Or Invictus. Wait, crap.
Are we Delta 2 on these?
Well, we've got a
Are you ready
Kilo
for order?
Echo 1 ready for something.
Delta 3 Mark 4, aye.
Yeah, Delta 2 here.
Delta 2, so
Just concentrate fire with Relentless where we can.
Relentless fire pointing the other way, sir.
And then prep for a Kilo Echo 1.
Already
Frequencies
prepped.
Alpha.
Right, as soon as this goes down, I want a Kilo Echo 1 on the group in Delta 3 Mark 1. Target will be something like
Oblivion, this is Excision. We have Tango on the carrier.
Foxtrot 79. Okay, execute.
To all ships,
Echo
focus
1
on final ship with
through
you.
the center of that.
Then, once we've all expended them, go in for Delta 2 to finish them off.
Echo
Forget
1,
that.
you say?
Cancel Delta 2. Delta 2.
Delta 2.
Roger that.
Relentless, this is Excision. We don't have any nukes.
A few seconds. Right, now at the Echo 1. Execute, Helm.
Coming back.
Executing Echo 1.
Drop.
Dropped.
Contact. Good job.
Slightly off.
58% energy.
Delta 2.
I'm looking out the
Okay,
window
I'll
a
load
lot,
the other
so-
mine just in case we need it for the fighters.
Loading. Peak rate shields. Normalize.
Oh, good maneuver.
Mine loaded.
Looks like heavy ordnance going in.
I'd hope not without warning.
Pick off Whiskey 27. That's going to annoy Relentless.
7,
48% energy.
Looks like
Relentless
Excision might
to
be
all
going for
ships,
them.
order Charlie.
Excision Relentless.
Engineering, I didn't hear the energy level. Sing out again.
48%. 45 now.
Okay.
Not too bad.
Okay. Delta 2 on Charlie on Echo 10.
User left your channel.
Stand by to stand down.
The sector's clear.
Smooth work.
Quick question regarding an Omega-2. The
Welcome to all ships. Debrief your crews. Get ready for the next sim.
The document describing the different attack patterns is kind of ambiguous. Does a volley refer to multiple nukes?
Read it out to me again, sorry.
So it says the ship fires a heavy ordnance volley at long range, but it doesn't say whether it's like one or two or as many as you can. As many
volley
does it have?
Yeah, I think it should mean a full spread of what's available.
Okay. Because when you said Kilo Omega-2, I was like confused. Don't you mean Omega-3? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how that's changed in the interim. It used to be Omega-3, but then when the Kilo replaced the specifications for EMPs, it should be the same thing.
Yeah, Kilo Omega-3 does seem a little bit silly. EMP followed by an EMP followed by a nuke.
Yep. That's why I tried to say Kilo Omega-2. My cut and paste isn't working.
Anywho, debrief stuff.
I thought that was extremely good.
Running mission.
Yep. It was cool that we were managing to communicate intentions ahead of time and then just go do it.
Definitely.
Relentless, this is Excision. We are all set to go next.
You're all set to go first.
Does he know that he's broadcasting to us as well, do you think? And his own bridge has not got clear what he's saying to anybody.
User joined your
Relentless to
channel.
all ships. Please report into Invictus when you're ready to go.
Group leader on deck.
I feel like that first mine run was the best we've had in Invictus. You're wrong.
I think it was. That was absolutely wonderful. That's the kind of thing I was looking for, where we can be prepped for something and just go execute. And we were able to join up the opportunity to take out both the fighters and the others. All right, we need to get back into the action.
Invictus, this is Excision. We are ready to cut in.
Thank you, Oblivion. Acknowledged.
Just a quick station check, Mr. Badge.
Helm.
Helm ready.
Weapons.
Willing.
Engineering.
Engineering is ready, but I don't see a helm and I'm able to take the station. Anybody else? I don't know. I'll disconnect and reconnect. Maybe there's something
No, that's confirmed.
Now I've got it.
Okay, excellent.
Connecting with my
engineering
others
is
as
ready
well.
then. Sorry if you are talking.
Alright. Psychoms is ready. The ship is yours.
May I just make an observation? That is that we don't have a shuttle prepped.
Very
User
good
left your
point.
channel.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. I would have suggested something, but I figured for the Sims it wasn't going to be a big deal. But I can take a fighter if you like.
You're probably a better fighter pilot than I am. It's not my strong suit.
Alright, I will take the shuttle.
Okay, so if you're prepped to take the shuttle out, shall I be prepped to jump in on engineering if it's needed?
I can double up with engineering.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, but they won't let us.
Relentless, are you ready to go?
Can't assign 2 engineers though, right?
One moment, Invictus.
I'm not really rated for fighter duty so much as shuttle duty.
Good job, we've only got a shuttle in, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, as we saw when Invictus got hurt last time, the shuttle can serve as a last-minute distraction.
Right.
If we ever had a weapons officer console malfunction, the shuttle can act as drone coverage.
Right, but I haven't trained at that exactly. Mostly just, you can get in the shuttle and fly around and go to objectives.
Right.
This is ISN Relentless to ISN Invictus. We are ready for launch.
So this is a sim, so let's take that opportunity to use it then. So if we get an opportunity to practice against drones, take it.
Only disconnected instead of, there we go, engineering is online.
Excision, please take elite intercept duty.
Showing Alpha 59 under direct attack in Delta 2 Mark 6.
Oblivion, please take area of operations Bravo 1 through Bravo 2, cover DS4.
Loading EMP.
Bravo 1 to Bravo 2, aye.
We have 2 Skarians inbound on our position.
Invictus, this is Excision. We're thinking about going to Delta 2 Mark 3.
Weapons.
Confirmed.
Need 10 seconds of normalized tube, please.
Relentless, form up
Jump
with
in,
us.
jump in.
Engagement area Delta 1 through Delta 2.
She...
Moving to engagement position.
Their front shields are down.
Yeah, he jumped in on us.
Enemy destroyed. Frequency on Alpha is Echo. They're dead.
Thank you very much.
Frequency on Hotel is Echo.
Roger that.
We've got this Excision, you're free to move to Delta 2.
I'm getting some serious latency here.
We've got another one right on top of us.
Roger that, targeted shields are up. Game manual.
Alpha 59 is going down.
I'll say this, they're pretty bold.
It's a very pretty ship as well.
Okay, accept Oblivion, let's go defend Delta 2 Mark 3.
ISN Relentless to ISN Invictus, awaiting orders.
Relentless, you're assigned to Charlie 1 through Delta 2.
Comms check.
Acknowledged.
Are we engaging for Delta 2 Mark 3, sir?
Yes. Yeah, I really wanted Excision to get underway and defend that gas pod, but I think they must have not heard us.
My visual is now the first person perspective of the ship, I think.
Let's engage Bravo 09 since we've got the big beams.
Aye, aye.
Frequency is Charlie.
Repeat frequency, please.
Charlie.
Thank you. Engaging manual. When in range, of course.
Relentless?
Engaging.
Enemy's front shields are down.
We'll try and deal with the Charlie 2.
Relentless,
disabled.
you're reassigned to Delta 2 through Delta 3.
Nice
Sorry,
doing,
Delta 2
Beaumont,
through
thank you.
Echo 2.
For 50%
AO
on energy.
acknowledged.
Already?
Okay, EMP nuke, please, in the tubes.
I suggest quick rendezvous for energy top up. I know I'm not the XO, I apologise.
Oh, a suggestion's always welcome. Okay, dock up at DS4 quickly.
Coming about for DS4.
Actually, whoa, hold that. How much energy do we have?
50%, sir.
Never mind. Let's expend our heavy ordnance first. Get us a
EMP
proximity
needed.
scan on these fleets. Helm.
Aye aye. Two Kralian fleets.
Okay, are they grouping up nicely?
Looks like we've got Tango on one group, so we should be grouping them now.
Can we get a good splash with our Omega 3?
We should be able
One
to.
moment.
Invictus,
Yep.
That looks good.
would you like us to join your
Let's
relevant
splash
area?
them and pull them to rimward.
Say again, Oblivion, please.
Would you like us to join your combat area?
XO was the order Omega 3.
Confirmed.
Trends in the rear.
Yes, Omega 3.
Firing EMP.
That
Firing
was a
nuke.
huge hit to our rear shields.
Yeah, there were a couple of drones.
Also, now our shields are off.
Contact on the Omega 3.
Coming
Load
about.
the mines.
Loading mind's eye.
Relentless, this is Excision. Need some help?
Lots of surrenders.
Relentless, this is Excision. We're entering your combat area.
I feel like I've got a surrender beam. Every time I clicked on, every time I selected one, it surrendered. Look, mine's loaded.
Okay, let's... Hang on, I need to reassign combat area.
Relentless has taunt on a lot of stuff. Could go in there and use those mines.
Oblivion, engage the fleet in Delta 4 Mark 8, please.
In Delta 4 Mark 8, understood.
We'll take the one in Delta 1 Mark 9.
Moving for Delta.
Oh, sorry, energy situation.
29%, sir.
Let's dock up at DS4.
Coming hard about.
But at best speed, sir.
Yes.
Best speed.
Now when we're close, I'll cut the warp.
Right, let's cut it. And docked.
Can I get a boost to sensors while we're docked?
Yeah.
No additional. Below that, we've just taken on a nuke.
Excellent. Do we already have the mines in the tubes?
Confirmed.
Switch one out for an EMP.
Understood.
Ready to go.
Okay. I want a Kilo Echo 1 in Delta 2 Mark 7.
Understood.
Heading 200.
EMP loaded.
Range 24K.
Relentless, we are Bingo Energy. We are going to go to DS4 for resupply.
Range 12K. Range 5K.
They're on my screen. Target selected. EMP away. Helm, I'm ready for the Echo run.
We have a fighter launch.
See if you can grip them up.
Plan is to get him like this. Right,
Engineering, you might need maneuver.
Ready, ready.
Drop.
Drop looks good.
Nice.
Very nice.
Load the other mine. And a V shot.
Loading eye. Peak tubes.
Picking off the fighters.
Hearing hard about and peak tubes, I'm sorry.
Mine ready.
We have surrenders in the middle of that group.
Then Delta 2.
Just dealing with the fighters first.
Relentless, status report.
Small boost to impulse, please.
Invictus, this is the Relentless. We are energy amber, ordnance amber.
They're running away.
Frequency is Delta.
Deblame them. Delta, thank you.
Normalize impulse.
Did that hit? That hit, didn't it?
How heavy is this local group?
25%.
What was that, Captain?
Surviving Torgoth ship.
Our forward shields are down, I'm sorry.
Okay, let's do an Echo 1 on the remainder. Oh, sorry, should have called
Fighter
slightly sooner.
Sorry, it's passing us. Never mind. Fighter destroyed.
Positioning for bring rear shields back up. We can do a quick Echo maneuver like this.
And then I want to go help Relentless.
Weapons ready.
Wait for it.
Boost rear shield.
Drop.
Drop looks good. Excellent. There's 2 Torgoths and a Kralian battleship left.
Energy?
36%, sir.
Okay, convert to.
Done.
Let's go help Relentless, please.
Aye aye, going to help Relentless. Have we taken some maneuver damage?
Yes. Always on the way to it. The income teams are working on it. Lost.
I think Relentless should be able to handle it, sir.
Yeah, but she reported she was amber, so let's help her out quickly so she can resupply.
The front shields are down.
Going for the front.
His beam is disabled and be destroyed.
Captain drones.
They'll get it before we do.
Relentless to Invictus. We are status red. Moving back for resupply.
Acknowledge Relentless.
There's a Tauron Focusaur in Delta 2 Mark III.
That's a weapons boost, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and pick it up.
Oblivion, this is Invictus. Status, please.
Tauron Focusaur collected.
We have 30% on energy. Our forward shields are still
really low. What do we have in the way of heavy
40%
ordnance left?
We have 1 nuke, 3 EMP, 4 P-shock.
What's in the tubes?
Empty, empty.
Okay, let's prep for an Omega 3.
Omega 3
Cabin
I.
fighter. Excision might scrape it off on us.
25%.
Precision has a bunch of fighters and drones.
Okay, let's use the Omega 3 on Excision's fleet. I'll let them know, because then they can pick them off.
Sorry,
they might be launching an Omega something right now.
They're only small, so unlikely to be a threat.
Never mind, it's just a P-shock. We're homing.
We're in
Ready for combat. Fighters have docked.
Fighters
actually.
have.
Excision, this is Invictus. Come in, please.
Relentless to all fleet, we are re-entering the battle space.
Shields are up to
Thank
a
you,
reasonable
Relentless.
level.
Please take the ones in Delta 2, Mark 2.
Are we waiting for them to group up?
Acknowledged.
Yep. Go.
Excision, come in, please.
Oh, definitely not loading.
Excision's right in the middle of them.
It'd be a reason to make
Charlie,
more
Charlie.
The far
Our
group
shields
might be
are
safe.
a B minus. We can
Far group is
do this,
definitely safe.
but energy is down to 13%.
Convert 3 homing.
How many?
Okay, Omega 3.
Omega 3
That's a
EMP
drone.
away. Oh,
Heavy ordnance in flight.
crap. Apologies.
They're turning around. Excision's launching something.
I'm sorry about that. I was trying to work out how many torpedoes you wanted converting.
Ah.
I converted 1.
We have another
Okay.
Tauren focuser here.
I asked for 3, but it's, how are we doing?
We're
Done.
What happened with the Omega 3 launch?
I
They
misfired.
contacted.
Oh, okay.
Apologies for that.
Fleet order in Delta 2 is Charlie, Charlie.
Delta 2.
Delta 2I.
Let's do that.
Are we clear to enter the battle space?
Oblivion dropped mines.
Did it Delta 2?
Yes,
And
clear.
Echo 2, right?
Stand
One
off
mine
for the...
stray.
Suggest target Charlie 74.
Roger.
They're almost down. Most of their systems are disabled.
Go manual.
Enemy destroyed.
Fighters rear.
Reversing.
we're at 5%
Return to base.
energy.
That was 5% energy, sir.
That's correct.
How many homings left?
2.
Convert 1.
Be wary of mine to port. The sector is clear, sir.
Thank you.
Group, stand down. Debrief crews.
Standing down.
Okay, so that was a little more difficult for me because I had, you know, wider responsibilities to take care of. I thought it was still pretty smooth, though. The only awkward part was where we had overlapping orders that.
This is the Excision comms check.
Had the issue.
Is everything supposed to be quiet?
They're just figuring out little bits across to do with the comms network and it not working. The Excision is complaining that not all communications were coming through, or they weren't being heard. I'm not sure. There was a bit of confusion towards the end, wasn't there? Trying to get hold of Excision.
I've been
and I think
checking.
they're just trying to clear that up. Sorry, I was just to inform the crew.
No, it's extremely strange because I'm getting visual confirmation that it's working.
Strange.
Won't that Omega-3 just keep moving because it's just going to fly through space forever? I mean, simulated space, but
no, because they have a time after which they disarm for safety reasons.
Ah, that's a good point.
You know, there's
okay.
sort of...
I'll focus on the debrief. Carry on, guys.
I was going to say there's certain interstellar treaties that that they're not allowed to go on forever because you could end up doing something terrible.
Right.
Yes, because they'll eventually home in on something. Okay. I didn't see any issues there. Oh, there was one thing. Helm, I could tell that you were ready to come about fairly urgently, but you didn't say anything, and I don't know that engineering had a way of knowing.
I'm not sure at which point. There was at least once where you called it out.
I tried to think to call it out.
It was after it delivered an Omega-3 and we were on the rimward side of a fleet. You weren't facing into the fleet yet, and we were prepped for an echo run. And I could tell that you needed to come about sharply, but you hadn't said anything. And if engineering doesn't have a secondary showing our position, they wouldn't have a way of knowing. Engineering, did I hear you conflicted at one point because people were asking for maneuver and tubes?
That's correct, yes.
Yeah, just overheat it.
Yeah, that's what I ended up doing, I think.
Good.
Especially since when I thought about it for more than a second, of course, tubes generally dissipating that heat's not going to be a problem, or just normalizing it.
If I may give you the benefit of my advice, although the captain's a far more experienced engineer than me, overheat things and then worry about it rather than the other way around.
Right. Makes sense.
It's better to overheat things and then get out of combat for a bit while you cool stuff down than
And if it is getting to the point where you can't manage it, then yell, and the captain will bear that in mind.
Yeah.
Well, he might.
Yeah, it depends.
Should.
I know although I was quick and responsive and was giving high energy frequently, early on, I began to realize that I was missing opportunities. So to an extent, it helps if you overheat things quickly and then have kind of a reserve preset that doesn't overheat.
Right.
That was my approach.
As it can in a short period of time.
Yeah, because the faster we can get damage in, the less damage we're exposed to.
Right. I've got two. I actually mentioned last time, but you weren't here. I do have two sort of go-to, brawling combat presets. One which overheats and the other which doesn't, and it made me think last time it might make sense to, since I can't always tell, like this time we were in the first-person camera view, and we were pretty busy and you were communicating with the other ships, so I didn't want to complain about it too much to help. But,
Thank you.
But it might make sense to know if it's like a terribly light engagement, because as engineering I can't always tell, I'm not pulling up the captain's map to see what every little blip is, and visually even it's sometimes hard to tell if alien ships are total pushovers or for energy conservation reasons.
Yes. Oh,
whether it's worth it to use the higher energy dissolve. Not so much the heat.
I did mean to say something about that specific to our current situation outside of simulations, and that is Invictus seems to be, I don't know whether she actually has a problem, but she's not that she's got some power distribution issue, but she runs very thirsty. So standing order, whenever we have any opportunity to save power, do so. So
right.
Weapons, I want shields down the instant we're out of threat.
Happily, sir. I've been told off before for taking them up and down, but I will more than happily do that.
Yeah, unfortunately, she's particularly sensitive to energy use at the moment, so
Roger that.
That's needed. And yeah, again, anytime we're not under immediate threat, you can take anything except sensors and maneuvering down to 10%.
That's my usual travel setting, actually, is high sensors and most stuff down to 10%. I think
Perfect.
impulse stuff they hit something like that, and warp and maneuver at 100.
Would it help if I communicated the type of fleet we're about to engage to engineering?
Whether it's like actually threatening or not, it might. Yeah, I was wondering if it made sense to have
Like Kralians versus like Torgoths or Skurin.
Right.
Okay.
I'm not sure if is it the case that the entire species is? I know that most of the time when we encounter Kralians, they're pretty weak. Is it the case that kind of hand wave even their stronger ships? They can have stronger ships. I know they have mostly their cruisers that are kind of laughable.
Yeah, Kralians are basically never a worry. Like, I don't even bother second scanning them unless I have something better to do. Unless I don't have something better to do.
Okay.
Agreed. Even their battleships, even their heavier ships, are very straightforward to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay then.
I did want to say something. She runs a bit heavy, and if we're on independent operations, I'm beginning to think we might need to run with the point of coolant in maneuvering most of the time. What would you think about that, Helm?
Just as a side, I guess, when I was on the Phoenix, I always had a point into, or like 125% maneuvering, and that seemed to help a lot. This does seem like a ship a lot like the Phoenix.
Yeah.
Okay. If we don't have anything else, I think we should go join everyone in the galley.
Ooh, galley, right.
Nah, make him wait.
We might be missing the radio.
Ooh, can't be having that.
Indeed. See you there.
User left your channel. User left your User joined your channel. Joined your channel. User joined your channel. User joined your channel. User joined your channel. User joined your channel. Joined your channel. User joined your channel. User was moved to your channel.
Just to be clear, when I said I blow stuff up, I meant other ships.
That too.
I blow stuff up. I don't study that stuff.
I don't know.
Don't you mean
Doesn't seem
also
like you're
other
too
ships?
discriminating.
Find the room.
Is there not a SCAR directive about people massaging space whales, by the way?
What? What is happening right now?
Just team to the mission briefing chamber, please.
Just pointing that one out. Right, okay, we are going to do one more simulation. I'm in talks with the local forces in this area regarding some supplies. I'll update you as soon as I have a message back for them. In the meantime, like I say, we'll do one more simulation, and then hopefully we'll have a couple of missions ready. We'll go with the same ship as we had, Oblivion, Relentless, Invictus, and Excision. And I think for this one I might join the Oblivion.
Oh, good.
Duty officer, I'll hand over to you to get all officers assigned to their ships.
Okay, officers, please report back to the ships you were just serving on. I don't believe there's anybody new in the room.
That would be me. You in the room. User left your channel.
I'm sorry, who was this?
User left your channel.
That would be Zansta.
Zansta, you did make it.
Yeah. Left your channel. User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
Another simulation, huh?
Yes. Just thoroughly embarrassed myself, walked onto the Excision.
I did wonder, but I thought maybe you were checking communications or something.
Yes, of course I was.
Ships reporting as soon as your crew's ready, standing by.
By which you mean making sure you could read the written language.
That's right. Station check, please, Mr. Badge. Oh, welcome aboard, Zansta.
Permission to come aboard, thank you, sir.
Alright. Zansta, I think we'll put you on comms.
Very good.
Alright, station check. Helm.
Helm ready.
Weapons.
Ready.
Engineering.
Engineering is ready.
Science is ready. Comms.
Comms is ready.
Captain, the ship is yours.
Thank you.
Zansta, are you any good at flying the shuttle?
I can fly the shuttle, yes.
Excellent. Please prep the shuttle.
We'll do that.
Oblivion, this is Invictus. We stand ready to strike.
Invictus, this is Oblivion.
User joined your channel.
Excuse me, Commander. Commandant.
Yes?
Could I have Zansta please report to Excision? We are going to be having an officer who is on light duty.
Ah, that makes a great deal of sense. Sorry for the short stay, Mr. Zansta. Would you mind?
Excision I.
User left your
Big guns.
channel.
I'll cover comms then. What was with that rash of surrenders? That was impressive.
It was brilliant because the timing of it was perfect. I clicked, it surrendered. I clicked, it surrendered. And I was trying to shoot.
I take responsibility for that.
I thought it was just the threat of my mighty laser cannon.
I think.
Station Oblivion, please go ahead.
whisper list is now screwed up because I've now lost the command deck off that whisper. It was set up perfectly before. Does it get any better if you completely wipe all whispers and reset them from zero?
Oblivion, this is
Yes. I've done it alongside setting up hotkey profiles as well, so I've gone very complicated in what I've done.
Yeah, I've done that. Oh, I found out what the issue was with the trick of pressing 2 keys. You can press.
He's doing it now. Can everyone hear it's not working?
Excision, we are ready to strike.
This group leader to all ships, stand by to begin. Please disconnect from unassigned ships.
Cap.
It isn't. The AI hasn't been reconfigured to be compatible with ISN systems yet.
Captain, you were saying it's possible to have 2 key presses down and then you abruptly cut off, which I thought was quite apt, but I just wondered if you could complete that when you get time, please.
Yes, channel commanders were loud in my other ear. I found out that I was trying to do a key press for whispering to the current channel, and that cuts off all other communications. But if you have a whisper set up to another ship, and a whisper set up to your own ship, by name, you can, both of those keys will take.
9-4, see if you can get back to DS1. Relentless, moving to Charlie 2 and Charlie 3, take out elite enemies in that area. Excision, operational area Delta 2 through Delta 3.
Ready to move towards Papa 9-4.
Okay, I'm having to cycle my stations. Mr. Badge, please take it.
Yes, sir. Has anyone heard if we've had orders given to us?
Well, the captain just mentioned Papa 9-4, which is Bravo to Mark 6.
Alright, let's head that way.
Invictus, intercept Whiskey 03 en route to Papa 9-4.
Let's take out Whiskey 03 on our way.
Oblivion, Invictus acknowledges, on our way.
EMP is loaded.
Frequency is Charlie currently.
Charlie set.
They have anti-torp and anti-mine.
And engaging, going manual.
In range.
Well, that's a bit close.
Sorry, they didn't go quite the way I was
That's
expecting.
not a problem.
There we go. We're on target.
Right, that's okay. Get the weapons now.
Their beams disabled, excellent. Their front shields are down. Enemy destroyed.
I'm having real console problems.
Continue on heading 314.
314, right. Are we intercepting Foxtrot 2-3 on the way?
Yes, we are. Then we'll just go Delta 2.
Delta 2.
Yes, Delta. They have anti-mine and high energy turn.
Roger that.
Invictus, new operational area Charlie 2, Charlie 3.
Engaging Delta 2.
Charlie 2, Charlie 3, confirmed.
Going manual.
Their beams disabled. be destroyed.
Oof, back in operation.
Are you retaking command, sir?
You stand relief, Mr. Badge, thank you.
Thank you.
What do we have in the tubes?
EMP.
Okay, let's get a proximity flyby of the items in Charlie 3 Mark 7 and Charlie 2 Mark 9.
Aye, aye.
We were given Charlie 3 and Charlie
2.
2, okay.
Alright, we have a Scarian entering Charlie 3 Mark 1.
Flyby complete.
And these are just Kralians, sir.
Let's deal with the Scaran before he gets anywhere near stations.
Frequency is Bravo. They have drones, anti-torp, and stealth and cloak.
Tell me about.
And they did teleport.
And he's not huge, so yep, cook the beams, Delta 2.
Invictus, be advised, Relentless will be entering Charlie 3 Mark 1 to take out Scaran.
Stand down, stand down. Come about, let's take these drones behind us and let's load a nuke.
Loading nuke.
I'm sorry, let's load the nuke. Yep. Omega 3 on the group. Oh, sorry. What's the composition of the group ahead of us?
I'm an idiot.
It's just Kralians.
Peak tubes, stand by.
I did talk about those drones. Yeah, come about and take the drones out.
So
We're going to be in between.
Hard about. Oh, that's more than we can deal with.
Relentless.
That's
more over here.
Peak maneuver. Let's see what we can take out.
Stand by to peak shields. Peak shields.
Forward, correct.
Nicely steered.
Okay, stand the shields down.
Omega 3 ready.
So this
Is this a group of fighters approaching us?
Area.
That is a group of fighters.
Okay, dumbing them down into Delta 3 Mark 2 and see if we can catch them in the Omega 3 on targeted on Juliet 5-1.
45% damage.
Going around the group. See if we
Nah, it was outside their range.
The fighters are
Never
returning
mind.
to base.
Delta 2, Delta 2.
Delta 2.
Delta 2 I.
Take uniform 5-7 first.
Roger that. Waiting frequency. Hint, hint.
I don't have them double scanned because they're just Kralians.
Roger that. Oh, it won't take long anyway.
Is this an opportunity to attempt to employ both beams?
I am already doing that, sir.
It was an idea.
Uniform
Also
size.
slight mismaneuver. Oh, dropped them out of range, sorry.
Can you put Juliet 5? Yeah, thank you.
25% energy.
Surrender on Juliet 5.
Yeah, roger that. And Unifying 5-7, nice. Thank you, Beaumont.
Room?
Yeah, they're going through the middle where we got not as much.
We have a
beam
surrender.
coverage.
Surrendered.
Engineer, now's the time to say something.
13% energy. Is that what you wanted me to say?
Yeah.
Yes, actually.
Don't be afraid to shout.
Convert
Yeah,
3,
yeah.
please.
3I.
Engage the rear of this group, uniform 1-2. Delta 2.
Uniform 1-2, aye.
And then we'll contemplate resupply. Let's also look for an opportunity at some point to use the shuttle.
Oh, that was double. Sorry. Cut me out there.
I keep forgetting we got quite so much momentum.
Yes, she's lovely. She's heavy like a ball bearing.
Back down to 13% now.
Oh, it doesn't help that I'm getting a crossfeed from another ship on the main screen.
%5 energy.
And 5 homings left?
Correct.
Convert 3.
1 target left. We did go to 0 energy briefly. Surrender.
Okay, take us to DS2 for resupply, please.
DS2I.
Should we take a Papa 9-3 on our way? It doesn't have any front shields.
Excellent, cool.
Frequency
You wanna
is
use
Delta.
Okay, DS2. What do we have in the tubes?
Invictus, this is Oblivion.
Omega 3.
Come in Oblivion, this is Invictus.
Invictus, after refueling at DS2, move to join the Excision and coordinate with them.
Confirm, coordinate with Excision.
Approaching DS2.
They're standing by for docking.
Okay, let's prep. If I cover science, Vaj, would you cover engineering? And let's give Mr. Maxwell an outing in the shuttle.
Okay.
Okay, I'll get off of engineering.
Homings to maximum.
As soon as we're fully resupplied, best speed please to Delta 2 Mark 3.
Mr. Maxwell, while we
Engineers online.
docked, you might as well boost the front shields because they'll come up faster.
That's true. However, I did get off of engineering.
Apologies.
Front shields coming up a lot faster now.
Yeah, they better be.
Yeah, they come up something like 2.4 times faster when we're docked.
Almost ready.
How are we on energy?
Energy is full, front shields are full. We
Let's
should
go.
be good to go, sir.
Ordnance is full, 1 additional EMP on board.
Warp 3 please.
Warp 3 engaged.
Decelerate for engagement. We'll go Delta 2.
Oh yeah.
Launch the shuttle.
Launching shuttle.
See if you can find any drones to take care of for us. Otherwise, just get used to being oriented. See if you can concentrate fire on the same thing we're shooting at.
Delta 2, yes.
Yes, Delta 2.
Engaging.
Is this an armed shuttle?
What does it register as? It will have a beam, whatever. Yeah, we have drones coming in on us, and a fighter on top of us.
Fighters now on... Oh no.
Oh.
You've gone past and you're now facing Relentless.
I have. I was
Do you have a
looking at
bunch
the
of
left
drones
side.
ahead of you?
On us.
You have a bunch of drones behind you, actually.
We've got fighters ahead of us now, we're being swarmed by fighters.
Reversing out. Do we
Okay,
want to
let's
do an echo run?
gain distance. Yeah, no, let's go gain distance and deploy the Omega 3.
Alright. We're clear.
EMP
Launch
away.
one.
They're swarming the shuttle.
Might want to warn Excision.
Boost out of there.
Yeah.
Let's
exactly.
Invictus. Let's rescue our shuttle, please. Bearing 020.
Going straight for the shuttle.
Nuke is away.
We're here for you to dock.
Okay, coming back. We are.
They're either aboard or destroyed.
Well done for picking up the anomaly.
Drone to port.
Let's load a mine.
Energy 50%.
Loading.
Maneuver is Theta 1. Theta 1.
Oh,
Theta.
remind me.
Engage and destroy drones and fighters.
Distract fighters, destroy drones.
Oh, apologies. Theta 2.
Looks like the fighter is ready to launch again. If you would like me to.
Mine ready.
They're bingo and energy. They're returning to the surrendered carrier.
Ah. Okay. Let the shuttle out and take that drone. So let's not take the drone. Okay, never mind. Okay, let's. No, bearing 300.
300. Give me about.
We'll join with Relentless.
Only showing bra. Oh no, there's two.
Yep, Delta 2, help her out. Here comes a drone.
Energy 36%.
And another drone. Was that 5-6%?
Invictus, this is Relentless. You're going to help out. We're firing light ordnance, so don't worry.
Thank you, Relentless. Be careful what you back into.
Frequency Delta.
Thank you, Set.
How many homies left? Full complement?
8.
Convert 3. Board's nearly clear. Let's have some fun.
The shuttle might be able to take out that Kralian.
All right, leave it for the Kralian then.
Relentless are going to take it.
Let's load a mine.
We haven't loaded.
Excellent.
The default keyboard button to fire. Hey, I think I might have gotten the last hit on it.
Relentless.
Oblivion. Invictus represent.
I think you're pretty much done. You can stand down your crew.
I was going to offer to mine that Torgoth.
Right, back on board.
However, we're coming to the end of Sims and we'll be needing to carry out our obligations. It wasn't you, was it, Vag?
No.
Good, we have a clean conscience then.
Of course, if I told you, then
Thank you for the plausible deniability.
Group leader to our ships, debrief your crews and stand down.
Invictus has absolutely no idea, sir.
All right. I thought we did quite well there. I think we were picking up on previous lessons. In Sims, we do more heavy ordnance maneuvers than we normally do in missions because we're lightly supplied with that. So we don't often have the opportunity, and it's usually pretty important to keep it in reserve. But in a sim, it's perfect to practice the timing and execution. Just so that you're aware of we'll be operating slightly differently in real space.
we should do a sim sometime, which intentionally, like, we should only be allowed to use beams. Just for practice of taking on larger fleets with just beams.
Well, I'm assuming that's a basic competency that we have.
It should be. We don't ever, like, practice that, though.
Well, particularly with this ship, we have the opportunity to engage 2 targets at once because of the slow cycle times and the non-overlapping beams.
Mm-hmm.
But that does require some fairly close... It requires steady maneuvering and careful positioning by helm. Yes. Ziff, are you up to attempting to carry that out manually by taking out their weapons?
I'm sorry, attempting to carry out what manually?
Switching between two targets.
Yes, I mean I was switching between them then, but I wasn't going into the scope each time.
Yeah, that's a thought. I don't know whether it's actually practical because of the difficulty of switching in and out of the scope. But if you could take out the weapons on one, then it wouldn't be able to fire back at us while we were engaging the other one.
It shouldn't be too difficult because normally I take out. I see, right, disable it, kill the other one, then come back to the original one.
Yeah.
I normally go for the weapons straight away anyway when I go in the scope, so it shouldn't be too difficult at all, actually.
Okay. And no, it's just managing the switching between targets. It's an extreme edge case, but we were talking about how can we make life interesting when we're practicing.
Beaumont seemed to have been doing no, I lie. Beaumont was doing an excellent job of putting two different ships in the two different arcs that are slightly offset from the centre of the ship, and so I was switching between them to get maximum damage done then anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. All right.
No, we've done it before though, you and I, so
right.
Yeah.
Prepping for the upcoming mission, though. I mean, basically, Invictus has light duty. We'll be staying by Stormhold to take the delivery of Denabite from the locals. I want the ship worked as well, but as carefully as possible. Everything's... Yeah, no, not for that reason, actually. Just because she's beat up and we'll be on our own. So we cannot afford to make a mistake where we get crippled. Are we expected in the... Yes. Dismissed. Briefing room.
User left your channel. Switched.
How did, in terms of the coordination there, how did the command officers find it?
I actually had a question for you,
User
group
joined
leader.
your channel.
We realized on Relentless that we tend to take a bit more action than normal. How did you like those constant updates I was feeding you?
What do you mean?
He has no idea what to do with them.
We were in contact a bit more frequently than we normally are.
I think I got some contact from the other ships as well. It's quite useful to get feedback from other ships, particularly confirming orders or saying where they are in terms of the orders that they've been given. Because it comes through with a different sound effect on the headphones, I can differentiate that between bridge crew and fleet comms.
Perfect.
So it was useful with the way it was panning out as well, because it wasn't particularly intensive in terms of combat. It was quite easy to look at where to then reassign ships and be able to listen into the fleet comms, and because the Oblivion crew was running so smoothly. I mean, I went for a coffee halfway through and they just carried on. It was brilliant.
They didn't even notice, right?
I told them the order to execute and then stepped away because I knew they could do it.
Very nice.
All right. Moving on to our missions. Before we do, we need status updates from around the division. I believe we've got some more updates regarding the station. Is that correct?
That is correct, sir. We have news that Stormhold is up and running pretty well. It might not look good, but it actually works. We will need a secondary power system eventually just to keep things going. And we do need residential improvements. The crews are not complaining, but they could do with a little bit more comfort. CIC have updated nav system instructions, so that we respect the positions of the Kralian and the Heptonite burial mausoleum asteroids. So those are designated now as no-fly zones as far as our flight planning is concerned.
Excellent. Good, because it still looks like we're going to be here for the long haul, especially now we've managed to make friendly contact with the locals in this area. We can probably keep using this base. Negotiations are ongoing with regards to the use of this base, but things are looking up. Do we have any more about the Krellians and the Heptonites in this area? Morlock, I think you've been dealing with them quite a bit.
Morlock appears to have dropped due to lost connection.
Oh, damn.
Perhaps he can give that when he reconnects.
Right, okay. I know he was making contact with the inhabitants of this system and getting some more updates, so hopefully he can give us a bit of a report there. Armand, you've been looking at stellar cartography for us.
That is confirmed. First off, we're going to need some more caffeine. We're going to need caffeine restock for the sensor teams. They're starting to lose it, but good news is that we believe we're located somewhere to spinward of the Poseidon Rift and trailing of Aaron system. And something else that's good, we are detecting gate control emissions, specifically from trailing and spinward, so maybe able to get back to Imperial civilization sometime soon.
Fantastic. It doesn't look like Morlock's going to be back with us. Maxine, do you have his report handy there?
Yes, I do. One sec, let me bring this up. Yes. Yeah, he was our chief negotiator with the delegation. I believe he met with a military commander and one of the local civil authorities. From the Kralian and Heptonite reactions, his notes say some part of the Stormhold sector is a kind of neutral zone. And it has been apparently for some years since the station fell. It seems that the two sides realized the conflict could have been a lot worse, but developed some level of respect for each other after the courage and the sacrifice to maintain life on both sides. The establishment of the monument seems to have allowed the Kralians and the Heptonites to live side by side in the trailing spinward sector from here, where the Heptonites have manufacturing and residential facilities. Those are the ones that we evacuated last shift. And the Kralians have outposts there if we left them operational. There also seems to be a trade route along which the Natani have been traveling relatively unhindered. That seems to be that's what his notes say from the interviews.
All right. If we can carry on with negotiations with the Heptonites in this area, maybe we can smooth out relations with the Krellians as well, and get this system stabilized. It definitely worked to our advantage with so many trade routes through it and so many resources to draw on. We could maybe have it as a more permanent outpost and use what we've got here to upgrade Stormhold a little bit before we figure out how to get home. Hall, you've got some reports on our current resource situation.
Yes, sir. I've been in contact with engineering teams around the clock for most of the intershift period, and the report across the fleet is our denabite reserves. There is degeneration within our denabite crystals, and this seems to be a continuing trend as of late. And we've been able to correlate weakened denabite resources with the energy shortfall that was the result of the disabling of the Invictus. However, denabite degeneration across the rest of the fleet hasn't gone too far, and a small quantity of clean denabite crystals could be used to reinvigorate our remaining supply. and get our ships back up to full power. On a brighter note as well, heavy weapons production facilities are back up to full operation aboard Stormhold, and nuclear ordnance can now be deployed more freely throughout the battlefield.
Excellent. One good note on that, with the fact that our Denobite reserves are degrading, we might have some luck there. As you know, I've been talking with the diplomats in this area, and we've come to some negotiations. We're going to start some trade with them. They have offered to send us some Denobite reserves to help us out with some of our system problems, as well as some other less essential supplies as well, some medical supplies, things like that. However, they want our assistance with a shipment of vital supplies that they want to send across to some of their bases and as part of their trade route. What we're going to do is the Oblivion, Relentless, and Excision are going to move out and to provide a security escort to their transport vessels that the inhabitants of this area are going to be sending out. Pirate raids have been harassing them quite frequently in the area that we're going to be heading into. It looks like Sector 6 of this system, so we're just going to provide basic security. In the meantime, Invictus, with it still undergoing major repairs, is going to remain here at Stormhold. You'll need to be active though, Invictus, because you'll be meeting and greeting the transport vessel coming in and its escort, and escorting it into Stormhold for the transfer of Denobite.
Understood.
I think Intendant Donovan, you will be providing command codes for the Invictus and her crew. I believe. Where is he gone? Vaj? Where is he gone?
Here.
There you are. Intendant Vaj, you're going to be on command and control for the Invictus as well.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Relentless, Oblivion, and Excision are going to be on original command codes, the main command codes, and we'll be moving out and just coordinating with command and control as we go. Any questions?
Sir, with Morlock gone, who is commanding the Excision?
Chain of command.
Very good.
How many officers does it leave on Excision?
It leaves 4.
4 officers. Right. What we'll do is we'll transfer officers to ships, and then we'll look at the situation in terms of crew allocation, and we'll discuss between command officers what needs to be done.
Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you for pointing it out, though. That was really useful. All right, duty officer, have everybody assigned to their ships.
Officers, please return to the ships you're just serving on.
User
Prep
left your
pre-flight
channel.
Command
User left your
officers
channel.
remain here
User
for just a
left your
moment.
channel.
Right.
User left your channel. User left your channel. Channel switched. User joined your channel.
If I recall correctly, we will be using a CC3 for Donovan.
User joined your channel.
Have you been sent here? Are you going to request permission to come aboard?
Just typing out a quick thing.
Sorry, did we get a new code?
It will be
CC3
CC.
looks active. Sorry.
No problem.
It still has to be ship 3, doesn't it?
User left your channel.
Probably best.
Oh, my ship's not set up for if we have to go through Relay Bravo.
That means you have to clone all of them for every ship. Well, yeah.
User joined your channel.
This is the wrong ship.
User left your channel.
That was smooth.
User joined your channel.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
Helm, weapons, engineering.
Group leader to our
No,
ships.
we'll be
Relentless.
staying on comms relay alpha.
Report into TSN Oblivion once you're ready to go.
So we shouldn't be interrupting comms traffic for the rest of the division very much, because we only need to report in once the Denobite shipment is complete.
And we are on TSN 3, right?
Oh, wow.
We do have a challenge, though, that we only have 4 officers, so we don't have much of an option on using a shuttle. And I'll be covering both science and comms.
Oh.
No worries.
Control to TSN Invictus.
Mr. Maxwell, I need you to be paying very sharp attention. Hang on, I'm getting a very quiet communication.
CIC, this is Invictus. You're very quiet. Were you trying to reach out to me?
Yes, I believe that everyone has to be on the first ship.
I didn't think that was true, and I thought the name was tied to the slot.
Well, we can try it this way and see. Would it be better if I was actually on the Invictus bridge, or should I stay in CIC?
That probably makes sense to have you on the bridge.
It wouldn't hurt if you were on the bridge. Well, it wouldn't hurt more than it usually does.
User joined your channel.
Let's hope so, but we wouldn't be here guarding it if Stormhold and the delivery weren't in some sort of risk. We don't know whether the local Kralians have calmed down or whether news of the shipment will leak to pirates. Okay, so standard stations. I'll bring up a full science instead of the captains. Do we have command codes?
CC3.
CC3.
You did it again, Beaumont.
CC3.
So I should make you aware that before you came on board, Superintendent Ironclad did appear on the bridge, fiddled around with some electronics, and scooted off and refused to talk to anyone about it. In case we blow up, this might be useful.
All right, log that and make sure it's attached to the black box.
Roger that.
No, he was particularly involved in the audit of ship systems after the previous.
So I think the GM is tied to ship 1, in which case we might have to... Oh.
No, all it means is that...
Never mind.
No. Yep.
Yeah, but then he will have to do the main...
I think you can... Okay. Helm ready?
Helm's ready.
Weapons?
Ready.
Engineering?
Ready, assuming we're on ship 3.
Ship 3. Yep, ship 3, ISN Invictus. Clear CIC.
CIC, this is ISN Invictus. We're ready for operations.
CIC to Invictus, that's confirmed.
Yeah, that's for the official records. Waiting for sensor update.
Invictus, this is Oblivion. We're about to leave the sector.
Well, none of the GM buttons are coming up.
User joined your channel.
Hi.
Are you on the right ship? Or even
Welcome
the right
aboard,
mission?
Mr. Morlock.
Invictus.
Yes, well the other 3 ships have all closed their airlocks already.
Damn it! We should have closed ours. I told you. I told you.
Seriously. You played yourself.
No.
What, held
Yeah,
us
we've had
Enterprise
a lot
style?
of trouble with vermin in the last few shifts.
A lot of...
Yes.
No, Mr.
Disconnect
Morlock,
and
you're
reconnect,
extremely
please.
welcome. We were short-handed,
Okay.
so I'll need you on Psychoms.
Okay.
I'll drop back to the captain's map on comms.
Everyone's gonna have to disconnect and reconnect. Morlock, we're on CC3.
3, got it.
Everyone should disconnect and reconnect.
Beaumont, if you remember the Herald of Free Enterprise disaster, I think you would agree with me that we need to get that airlock sealing properly stat.
The what is
The
it?
Herald of Free Enterprise. It was a passenger ferry.
Oh.
The famous roll-on, roll-over.
Right, is everyone ready?
CC3, right?
Yeah, charlie3.mytsn.net.
I'm not able to connect.
Yeah, confirmed. I'm failing to connect as well.
I'll disconnect
I'm
and see if
theoretically back on.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Oh, has it dropped again?
Yeah.
I'm able to connect.
Confirmed.
See if we're back in 20 seconds.
CIC is ready.
Of course, now I'm connected to the wrong ship.
Gotta change my whisper list back.
Now I've got one failing to connect.
I'm back.
I've got two terminals that consoles that claim to be connected.
I'm sorry,
I'm connected.
I'm showing it's connected.
Showing connected as well.
And I've got one that's failing to connect.
I'm sorry,
That's odd.
It seems to be connecting okay here. I just went out and back in.
In that case, I'll kill that console and restart it.
I am online.
I'm seeing ship systems initializing.
Oh, it's the Aaron system, right?
Antara.
Oh, that's right.
Bottom left.
Weapon station is online, sensors are connected to it, and I have an EMP loading incredibly slowly.
That's not the right sector.
Oh, it's not.
You're in sector 3?
That's the one.
That's the one.
Oh, Jesus.
Invictus, this is Oblivion, come in.
Oblivion, this is Invictus, come in.
Invictus, what's the current status of your mission?
CIC systems have now been reinitialized, and we are establishing communications. Invictus is on station close by Stormhold, awaiting contact from the local Heptonites.
Primary crash.
I still seem to be up and running.
My secondary's up, but my primary screen crashed.
Reversing towards station in FCS.
Thank you. Yep. So, everything we said in the end of the last sim applies. Maximize power conservation. Keep us a little bit nimble in terms of maneuver if we're in close combat. Note that this sector has a number of unexploded ordnance.
Some of which are quite craftedly hidden right on top of asteroids. So you don't see them until the last minute.
CIC, this is ISN Invictus. We are on station close by Stormhold and ready to receive Heptonite mission.
What are our no-fly zones, sir?
I wasn't here.
Can someone brief me on the mission?
Yeah, we're to escort, we're to ensure the arrival of a Denobite shipment from the local Heptonites to Rimwood. We're to complete our refit, so I want the DAMCON teams polishing everything, double checking, auditing all systems.
Okay, as I recall, sorry, there was one of the areas was sort of Bravo 1 Mark 9, but it was Donovan that checks them out. But he's away on another mission, so unless you can get hold of him, we don't know where we're going to transgress.
Then we're just going to have to be respectful wherever we fly.
They'll buy that, but
if there's any issue, then
we'll blame Moloch.
Well, I have a small relationship with them, so I might be able to play go-between.
Let me see if I can find out through back channels.
To warp over to meet them, sir?
We should hold up for now, just so we don't go through any forbidden sectors.
The only thing is, we don't. If something pops out of the nebulas that they're close by, let's compromise. Let's move down to Charlie 4 Mark 7.
Charlie 4 Mark 7, aye.
I'm getting a line on where the no-flies are.
I'm getting...
So B1...
We have context, Echo 5, Mark 3, Echo 5, Mark 9.
Okay, interpose the ship between the convoy and the intruders. Prep an Omega 3.
Echo 5, Mark 7.
Where the mine ahead of us?
I see us.
Scanning now. Power to scan. Power to sensors.
Powers to sensors.
Yeah, they're registering hostile.
Definitely. They, I advise you to surrender, leave none alive. Boo ha ha ha.
Omega 3 ready.
I find interesting.
CIC, this is ISN Invictus. I wish to broadcast to the encroaching Kralian forces that they must stand down.
Invictus, this is CIC. Transmitting this.
Trying to scan everything.
I think that's wise. At the moment, they're no threat because we can interpose between them and the shipment. In the long term, though, I don't want them to group up to swamp Stormhold. So we need to make this a running fight so that we can go back for resupply.
Right.
Okay. Prepare to engage the group in Echo. Whoa! Return to Stormhold.
Hard about.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
That is showing us the Grant on my secondary. Well, at least one of the ships is.
Why is the Grant showing as hostile?
Probably an IFF failure.
I think so.
The systems aren't right yet, are they?
These are
Stand down.
auxiliary transports. They'll be fine.
No,
They'll
they're
have
debating. Okay. Right, I think the time-wise, the worst threat is in Echo 5 Mark II. Prepare to engage with an Echo... Sorry, prepare to engage with Omega 3, followed up with Delta 2.
Aye, aye.
Omega 3, Delta 2, aye. Just a thought, what is Stormhold producing for us at the minute in its munitions factory?
Currently, homing. Unless you want me to request something else.
Sir?
What's their stat? What's their inventory?
Checking.
Drone. Multiple.
Yeah, I need to get a bit... They're a bit spread
plenty.
out for an Omega 3 right now. Unless you want me to go there. Captain?
That's right at the end.
25 homing. They have nukes. They have everything.
Yeah. Okay, let's group them up if we can. Watch out for this drone. Let's pull back Lima 9-1.
Shall we do a Delta 1 pass, sir? Get their attention.
Yes.
Right. Pass on Hotel 2-4.
Locked on. Hit.
Okay, we have some.
Hotel 5-3 is also turning.
I believe I have Tango.
Hard about.
I was trying. I was practicing some of Mundy's Kralian.
You appear to have got it suitably wrong.
Some of them have slightly low visibility.
What I'll want to do is use our heavy ordnance and then run back to Stormhold for resupply, because I think we're going to need it.
Well,
so as soon as we've got the
additional nuke ready now.
Ready for Omega 3.
Okay, execute and then prep for an Echo 2.
Loading Echo 2. Peak tubes. Or at least normalise.
Good hit.
Science, get a scan on Papa 5-7, please.
Are we going Delta 2 or waiting for the
Yes.
Mine's loaded, mine's loaded.
Hard about.
Peak rear shields.
Sorry, sir. Where's Papa 9? Oh, here it is. Never mind. Scanning now.
Helm, go.
Get out of here.
Sorry, I heard we were doing Delta 2 still. On that group.
That's correct. That is the order I did.
Oh, I assumed it was an Echo
Papa
run.
5-7 is
Are they
Australian battleship.
good? Are they good for an Echo run?
I'd say so.
I thought we were Echo running, my apologies.
I had to get us clear
Okay.
anyway.
Peak rear shields.
Rear shields boosted.
And then, okay, Echo 2.
Echo 2I. Which group? This group or the next? We'll drop one
This
here.
one. Yes, one here, one on the other one, and then straight back to Stormhold.
Oh!
Peak maneuver.
Cancel that, both dropped.
Sorry.
Okay.
Drones
See if
incoming.
we can pick out any of them on our way through. Can we get a Delta 2 on any of these?
Quickly.
Lima. Go front.
Okay.
Almost done. There we go.
Okay, head back
That's
to
weird.
Stormhold.
CIC. Invictus will continue the engagement with Kralians, but is returning for restock.
Move it.
Control to Invictus, that's confirmed.
When you said drop one here, I dropped a mine there, assuming that you were...
As soon as I said it, I realised.
CIC, please have Stormhold stand by to prep heavy ordnance for us.
I'm showing more unfriendly ships. The whole lot's got the supply group's gone unfriendly.
What's going on?
Don't know.
You scan them, maybe it's some kind of trick. I don't know whether it's a trick or...
What's the
Stormhold is ready for docking.
We're not going to be able to with our hostile ships so close, are we?
Stand
Are we able
off.
to dock?
CIC, this is ISN Invictus, hailing local...
Whoa! I didn't do it.
Wow. Sector...
We appear to have... No, I think our systems have been knocked offline.
Looks like it.
Didn't do it.
I don't know.
Command and control to
Cenobite was a trap?
We have an electronics failure.
Exploded and caused extensive damage to all systems. Please wait sensor update.
The hell?
What the hell?
One of their ships exploded?
The transport most likely.
But why the hell did they change their IFF?
I don't know.
Again.
I think...
Okay, as soon as we get systems rebooted, I want to know what's going on in the local area.
Yeah.
So we have confirmation that that was a crash and not a first thing.
I think Superintendent Ironclad has something to do with this.
Clearly.
Well, he did come on board before the captain got back and started doing things to the wiring under your console.
Good.
They're probably just rebooting.
Did we disconnect?
We shouldn't need to. Should we?
I'm back in.
I'm back in. I'm waiting for sensors to update.
Back in as well.
Yeah. Don't sweat it. We might have incorrect sensors for a minute, but they will recycle. I'm betting we'll just get the default system information first, and it'll be slow for them to repaint.
Reconnecting gives us something. Gives me something.
Yep, Stormhold is reading offline. Until we get a full reboot, though, we can't. Yeah, we're seeing life pods. Who's qualified for shuttle operations, please?
Do it as you like.
Maxwell? Yeah. Please hand engineering
I can
over
drop
to...
off the engineering.
Thank you.
I'll run down to the shuttle bay.
Okay.
So if you don't mind me asking, what are we waiting for?
We're waiting for CIC to recycle systems.
Roger that.
Command control to ISN Invictus. Looks like Sensors have mostly updated. You're cleared to go and rescue those life pods.
We drifted quite far quite quickly.
Yeah. Well, we were blasted across the sector.
Setting course.
It's amazing how we didn't hit a single asteroid on the way.
We have a very good help. Compensated.
Oh,
whoa!
We do have a good helmsman. You're quite right.
that was amazing.
I didn't know this thing had jump drive.
Don't tell Namer.
Okay, get the shuttle out. Let's rescue those life
shuttle
pods.
outfitted for the.
Is anyone detecting any presence of the Grant, her escorts, or the delegation?
They were around the area of some of the pods, I think.
Let's see.
Okay, let's get the shuttle launched, please, and get those life pods back aboard.
Launching. I was just concerned about
I have a complete.
Are we configured for extraction? Yes, good.
I have a complete crash.
Seeing the
Is the shuttle out?
It is.
It's
okay, come back aboard. We have to enable extract recovery ops.
That's what I would do.
Showing contact Bravo 4, entering Bravo 4 Mark 7.
Do we have a science officer?
No, not
yes.
right now. Or yes.
Stand by, scanning. Power to sensors, please.
Engineering is offline. Just getting it back on right now.
It's a TSN escort showing hostile.
One of the ships that came in with the transports.
Get in there. Okay. You need
This is ISN
sensors?
Invictus to Uniform 47, local escort vessel. You are showing an incorrect IFF signal. Stand down, or we will fire if you close upon us.
Open fire.
Firing.
Firing. Shields were already up, sir.
Demand surrender.
Okay.
Okay, she's not responding to me. I'm trying it.
Top zones here.
It comes back online.
ISN Invictus. Looks like the Grant's 2 escorts had dispersed in time to escape the blast. That other escort over there that had the wrong IFF, it appears to have gone hostile and been one of the ones that were attacking the Grant.
I think we've just been double-crossed.
It does look a bit like that.
I'm gonna kill him.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Let me report in. Okay, Odysseus, pick up a life pod and come back. Pick up a life pod and come back. I'm afraid you're gonna have to do that repeatedly.
Oblivion, how's it looking your end?
Just one at a time.
Yes.
You know what? I was expecting drop zones.
No, you don't. When you set for recovery ops, you
Hot
don't.
screen.
We have hostiles
Is
coming in.
any other comms officer having similar problems?
You just have to fly over a life pod and it'll pick it up.
But enable extraction recovery ops is not active.
Odysseus, return to the ship.
Yep.
Stand by.
I'm getting a restart failed message.
You won't be able to restart until the shuttles return to the ship.
What does...
Now press
Oh,
restart.
here we go.
There you are.
Yep, now we're recovered. I need to report into the fleet captain. Just a moment.
Okay, now we've got recovery.
Oblivion, this is Invictus.
Confirm.
Come in, please.
Invictus, go ahead.
We have a serious situation here, sir. The transport arriving at Stormhold exploded as it came into dock. Stormhold is destroyed. We were in the process
repeat,
of
Stormhold is destroyed.
Stormhold is destroyed,
You
and
had one job.
TSN Grant is destroyed.
Have you been able to recover anyone from those wreckages?
We see life pods in the area, and we're in the process of making recovery.
Invictus,
Who's on science?
get those life pods together and then fall back to rejoin Oblivion.
Aye, aye.
Can I only take one of these life pods at a time?
Confirm. You've got one. Come back to the ship.
Invictus, this is Oblivion. Do you have any report on what exactly happened for that destruction to occur?
No, we do not. We will examine sensor logs, but The strange thing is that in the wake of the explosion, IFF of the escorts changed to hostile. One of them approached us and the life pods and refused to be warned off. We had to destroy her.
Max, we'll head out for the next one when you're ready.
Yes, it is ready. Ready now.
Is it worth calling Victor 36 and Juliet 26?
You got one.
Into escort formation with us.
Yes. Do we have someone operating comms?
Yes. What do you need, sir?
Morlock, have Juliet 26 and Victor 36 fall back with us.
Beaumont, I suggest you move on to Life Pod 3 just to speed things up, if I may suggest that.
Yep.
CIC, this is ISN Invictus. We have shuttle operations to perform life pod recovery. However, it's slow going. If Invictus stands right by life pod 4 and 5, can we get Damcons in vac suits to haul them aboard?
CSC to Invictus, yes, I think we can arrange for that to happen.
Okay, Helm, take us to Life Pod 4 and 5. Odysseus, continue rescuing Life Pod 3.
I'm showing a black box next to India 22, or possible black box.
Okay, once Odysseus has rescued Life Pod 3, we can pick up the Life Pod.
Bearing Life Pod 3?
Yeah, it's sort of 120-ish. Maybe 110.
Oblivion, this is Invictus. Come in. We see a black box from, we suspect from Grant, which we are in the process of picking up. We have one life pod left to recover. Grant's escorts are still active, and we will have them accompany us. We will fall back. Do you wish us to join you?
Yeah, dead ahead, just there now.
Invictus, this is the Oblivion. That's confirmed that you've managed to recover a black box. Fall back to rejoin the main group in Sector 6.
Confirmed. Oblivion, falling back to Sector 6.
All of
See
these
if we can
are...
work out what's going on in here.
This is a Krylian force coming in, Echo 4, Delta 4.
Yeah, ignore the Krylians, they're too strong for us to take out, and there's nothing for us to defend here.
Invictus, looks like all but one of the life pods has been collected, and the black box has been collected.
Okay.
Thank you, COC.
We're going out for the last one, then
We're moving out for the last one.
Victor and Juliet are still on the way.
Odysseus, go to...
Direct them to Echo 1, Mark 7.
Odysseus, head to Invictus, the life pod is off our bow.
Alright.
It is directly to our ports now.
Oh, I see it.
Sir, what was that heading for them? You want them on Echo 1?
You've got it.
Echo 1, Mark 5.
5.
Odysseus showing...
Have them plot a course through the far side of the nebula so that the Krylians don't pick them up. This is routine. We need to concentrate on internal systems updates and stealth navigation for the other two. So we're going to do that through autopilot. We'll shut down and we'll reactivate conscious control of systems once we're in the vicinity of the rest of the group.
CIC, we have all life pods aboard and the black box, wherever it's from. We would like to engage autopilot for ourselves and Invictus and the escorts, and transition to spin rimward to rejoin the rest of the group.
Alright, so Invictus, this is CIC, that's confirmed.
Thank you, CIC. Oblivion, this is Invictus. We're in the process of exiting Stormhold sector. Falling back to join you.
Well, that was catastrophic.
Okay, so our base is destroyed and the...
Invictus, repeat your last.
Invictus is in retreat from Stormhold sector. Please confirm when we can reinitialize systems for connection with the rest of the group.
You know, I'm pretty sure.
Invictus, you can join command systems now.
Okay. We'll need to change over command codes.
CC1?
CC1.
CC1, I've got the ship set up. I haven't readied up now because that'll spawn us in.
Did we get a scan of the transport ship?
It just showed us auxiliary transport.
Yeah, no strange additional information.
Yeah, I figured as much, but...
Were they...
Whenever we're not engaged,
More like you were the one who spoke directly to them.
Invictus, have you managed to link up with main command systems?
Didn't like him.
Helps online with main command systems.
I'm online.
Showing us next to Foxtrot 5-4.
Online. Going on?
Oblivion, this is Invictus. We have systems coming online with the new command codes.
Invictus, command codes are 54-204-3225.
That's confirmed, Oblivion. We now have sensor updates.
I'm reading the sector. I'm not seeing anything.
Is anyone on the bridge not connected? Good.
Oblivion, Invictus is with you in the sector containing the Alpha UI gate.
Active scans show nothing.
It would not surprise me at this point if the other ship saw us as hostile and started firing. That would about top it off, I think.
Wouldn't it just?
Your coffee pot's not aboard, is it, sir?
Alright, all ships form up on the Oblivion. Stand by.
Okay, Helm, take us into formation with the Oblivion.
Did we want ordnance?
Oblivion, this is Invictus, requesting sitrep when it's convenient.
So, what was that about ordnance?
Oh, I was asking if we want colored ordnance, because I have, like, no power moves.
I've already loaded an EMP, thank you.
Excellent.
It still loads, but slowly.
Thank you, Ziv. There's no hurry. Yep, keep us in energy conservation. My analysis of that is that we were double-crossed. And this would seem to confirm it.
Ooh,
hello?
Surrounded.
This
is a trap.
All the local stations have...
Yes.
Goodness.
Fleet captain to our ships, it looks like this is some kind of trap.
Bastards.
Stand by for combat.
Sure they don't trust us because of the ISN.
Who knows?
I got no... You know what? I tried.
This is the
really tried.
Oblivion to all hostile ships in this area. We are not your enemy.
Did you tell them the truth, or did you just try to talk to them as though you were an ISN guy, but a reasonable?
The problem is we're not their
Tell them
enemy,
the truth.
but we look like their enemy. We sound like their enemy.
This is Lieutenant Morlock, or Lieutenant Commander Morlock. I'd like to try to get in contact with my contacts in this area.
Kralians are coming up from Corward.
At the end of the day, we're going to have a base.
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that they deliberately mined Stormhold
Is someone
Station.
on the science screen?
Oh yes, I took science.
Yeah, please. I'm on science, so.
Are these Kralian stations? Or are these the Alliance
Now that we picked Mr. Vag up from that life pod off
Screw these
Stormhold,
to our
we
ships,
need
what we're
to
thinking. Do we want to
reassign.
head out for the gate? Oh, we can make a stand.
I see we bug out.
Talk to them?
I think we're outnumbered.
I'm trying to.
Opinions,
I
gentlemen.
asked the
I
SC
heard
for
one.
contact, but I'm not seeing anything.
If we try to be
Invictus
friendly.
Excision, break formation, engage Oscar 6-3. Relentless.
Charlie.
We're going to move and try and secure that gate.
If we
My opinion is that we don't have anywhere to stand. It's not like there's a single station that we could take over. There's overwhelming force here.
True, and
So
if we
have
try
no
to show that
resupply.
we're friendly, the best thing to do is run away.
It's not good.
The station in C2
Are we
is...
engaging alongside Excision?
Yes.
Front shields.
Oblivion.
Then Charlie.
Invictus,
Charlie's already
if given
set
a
the
vote, would vote to bug out.
Next target is Foxtrot 2-3.
He's out of range.
Bravo.
Alright.
They're flying very erratically. It's very...
This is very strange. Bravo set.
We have a patrol boat.
CIC, this is Warlock on Invictus. If there's any possibility of getting in contact with the contacts in this area, I would appreciate that.
X-ray 84 coming in.
Disengage. Just stay out of their range.
I have
Excision's engaging directly.
I can't. If I go into manual, it deselects my target. Why is that?
Stand off. Stand off.
Standing off.
So
Disabled and destroyed them.
You might need to restart to reconnect to the console.
Roger that. I'll do that at the opportune moment.
Invictus Excision, move to attack Papa 40. I don't want it pursuing us.
I'm gonna.
What station?
Okay,
let's out. Bravo. Bravo.
Try to disable.
Just one forward beam.
Sorry, Vaj, did you say something that I kind of heard?
I was asking if I should take a station.
Ah, not for me then, okay.
We'll reorganize in 1 second.
Gold 5-3 seems to have come out of nowhere.
Roger that.
We were briefly tracted.
Join us
What
up
are we
again with
firing
Relentless and Oblivion. Is there still a hostile? No. Yep. Take station on Oblivion, please.
Victus, move towards the gate.
Looks like the stations have launched more stuff.
I didn't want to fire on the locals.
Oh, I do now.
It really wasn't your choice.
That's how the ISN gets you more luck.
But where are we gonna go?
Engineering boost warp, please.
We're gonna go through this gate and see where it goes. It's probably gonna take us closer to ice and space.
That's a good thing?
No, it's not.
It's better than being here without any kind of backup or port.
I didn't say it was the worst thing.
Any port in a storm?
I mean, I see some ports.
Unfortunately, they're a bit too well defended. Okay, where are we now?
So if we can hack
Waiting for
the
sensor
scans.
update? Oh, that's a chilling thought.
Not update yet. Oh, we're getting a sensor update. What did you say? What's chilling thought?
If we couldn't get through the gate. Okay, I assume we're waiting for a sensor update now.
Yeah.
I'm seeing friendly faces.
Nanara Station from home?
We have a end.
It's all ship sensors up and down. Stand by while they reboot. Stellar cartography system, see if we can get them online as quick as possible, find out where we are.
So,
I can go helm if you want.
helm. Yeah, we've got another ship that needs a hand because they're losing hull.
I found location, sir. I found where we are.
I could go over there, I guess.
Would you mind, Mr. Edge?
Not at all.
Thank you.
I've located the fleet.
User left your channel.
Okay, Morlock, you have psychoms.
We're in Hjorden 2 in our previous
Ziff,
universe.
do we want
That's
to
what
swap
I had
back to
before.
primaries? Let's go back to primaries. Ziff, take over psychom, please. Morlock, weapons.
Oh, good.
Well, I'm glad I just said what I said then.
Okay, so
Showing the Oblivion.
stand by. So we've come through the gate. I thought I saw something that looked like Hjorden protocols on some of those station IFFs.
We're in Hjorden 2.
Navcom 2, all ships, sensors are being rebooted. Continue to hold.
Well, maybe we can get assistance in Hjorden then. Good old Sierra 1-2 is to rimward of us. Where's the gate back to Cerberus?
Sector
6.
Sure. I'm not an expert in interdimensional anything, but do you think that there's an alternate version of us? Like, did we ever find personal logs for our alternate selves?
We
have. Yeah, we do.
Okay.
The problem is that encryption in even in minor low priority stuff seems to be extremely frequent, and a lot of officers have been unable to access their own personal logs. Monday, I know, managed to crack some of the encryption, but even then, her alter ego apparently was changing encryption frequently.
Which speaks volumes about society of this place.
It does seem to be highly authoritarian. And undemocratic.
Encrypting their own personal logs, constantly changing the passwords. Encryption. They're probably pretty paranoid as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw a couple of worrying entries in mine.
Excuse me, do we have someone in engineering?
Yes, sir.
Can you put up the tubes, please? Thank you.
Basically, Morlock, a couple of things just to hand over to you. First of all, because this ship is so power hungry, the engineer is on a standing order to run extreme power saving at all times. Second thing is that if you use the last homing torpedo without first informing the captain that it is the last one, you will be thrown out of an airlock.
Yeah. I use homings.
For anything, whether it's for energy purposes or what.
Yeah, I don't use homings unless directly ordered, because they're batteries. But thanks for letting me know, and you can take the tubes
can anybody
down again.
establish exactly where we are? We've managed to get a reading from the gate, and we've got some
so this is Hjorden 2, right?
System.
Correct.
Oblivion, this is Invictus. Our stellar cartography navigation informs us we're in Hjorden 2.
I agree with that. This is Excision. We appear to be in Hjorden 2, and there seems to be a gate to Cerberus in Hjorden Sector 6.
If things are consistent with home.
Alright.
But can we establish relations with the Hjorden?
Let's see what happens with them. I want to make a slow approach towards Grid Charlie 2. Stay in formation with the ISN Oblivion and we'll wait for contact from Hjorden.
Okay, so continue energy saving protocol. Are we in FCS? I'm guessing we don't have any energy loss yet.
All ships, it looks like the gateway for the time being is locked down, so hopefully we won't have anything pursuing us through, particularly since they want us out. Let's see, let's just hope that the gateway to Cerberus is the same as it is in our own universe.
Contact.
Great.
Contact.
Just great.
Hjorden
Keep
cruises.
scanning. Okay, engineering, you're cleared to boost scanners.
Scanners are boosted.
Thank you, that's good. Keep the second one clear.
Yep.
Without an established base that we can visit, we need to be extremely cautious in all engagements.
Yeah, all Hjorden ships.
All ships, stand by.
Let's hope this is a misunderstanding.
This looks like
alright, we're going to have to clear a route through Excision, Oblivion, move forward into Charlie 2 and take out those Hjorden closing on us.
The Hjorden
Relentless, shift into Grid Charlie 1, see if you can clear us a route through.
The Hjorden are calling us imperialist swine and saying we are unwelcome.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That tracks. We're going
I
Charlie
didn't hear.
2. Charlie 2.
I didn't.
Are we on with
We were ordered to Charlie 2?
Yes,
no,
we were.
Yes, sir.
Charlie 2.
Okay, then let's provide close support for Relentless since she's long range.
There's target Bravo 70 is hard Bravo.
Bravo, set.
Where are we?
Oh, they have long range beams.
What's our objective here?
We're
to clear a path.
Engagement order, sir.
Delta 2.
Aye aye. I'm going to set you up
Delta
with
2,
one either side.
Juliet 37.
Is Charlie.
Excision, Invictus, Relentless, see if you can draw back into Grid Bravo 4.
We're taking
Front
damage.
shields down.
Systems.
Hard about.
Disengage.
Hard about.
Grid Bravo 4.
Excision has Tango.
We got
Disengage,
Juliet.
disengage.
We need to get out of these arcs.
Go past the... We want 090, please.
That was extremely powerful beams.
Were they?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they were.
Our shields weren't boosted at first because I couldn't see if we were as close as all that on sensors, but I flipped over, it was dropping extremely rapidly.
That's interesting. I don't remember the Hjorden having
All
that
ships
powerful...
form up on Oblivion, we're going to engage enemies in Grid Bravo 4 blocking our way.
Okay, close up with Oblivion, please.
It's quite some reaction.
Formation will be Charlie, Charlie.
Dump energy into the front shields. We're gonna
That's
need
what
to
I'm
run.
doing.
Need to run this blockade probably.
Yeah, minimize everything except front shields.
Looks like Oblivion's actively engaging.
Concentrate fire with Oblivion. Delta 2.
Aye aye.
Sir, do you know what
Excision,
our
Invictus, focus fire with
route needs to be?
ISN Oblivion.
Sorry, say again, Molo.
Do you know what our route needs to be?
If I recall correctly, we would want to make a trailing rimward transition. Would be the fastest way to get back to the gate. So we'd want to get to Echo 5.
Why aren't we just flying
Confirm.
through these?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Seems
Why
like we
ask
have a
about
clear
our
route right now.
Oblivion, this is Invictus. Proposing that the clearest route to a gate into probable ISN territory would be in Hjorden 6, which would be a trailing rimward transition through Echo 5 Mark 9.
That's confirmed, Invictus. Right, all ships try and break off combat. Might move into Grid Echo 5.
Some more Hjordens coming in from outside the sector as well.
We just need to get to Echo 5.
Confirm.
They're a lot sharper than they were back home.
Yeah, that's a serious defense response right there.
Think about this. Instead of the USFP, which is focused on exploration, we have an empire that is completely focused on domination and attack. So the weapons that people will develop in response are going to be much more powerful as well.
They're going to be much more militarized than the Hjorden were. The Hjorden were able to operate basically as a kind of neutral.
There's a group that's outpacing us.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Natanis are closing on our rear, sir.
51% energy, sir.
Natani?
Confirm. Natani battlecruiser is the closest target. Make the 3 Natani battlecruisers.
We can just run.
And they're not hanging about.
They are not.
Pace quite nicely.
Remind me, Natani and Hjorden, they work together a lot?
They weren't hostile to each other, but the Natani were... Oh! Well... The Natani weren't that popular with the Hjorden because they were initially allied with the hegemony.
Before we move on.
Yeah, prepare for engagement.
We are going to run into probably... I mean, any non-humans are probably going to...
Yeah, Oblivion, we're not shaking these. They'll interfere with our transition.
44% energy, sir.
Oblivion's going to lead with EMP as soon as you see it strike move in with formation Charlie. Right.
Right, wait for Oblivion's EMP strike and then Delta 2.
Wow, they're fast.
Turning. Yeah, they were pacing with us at warp 1.
Myself.
Okay, let's go in.
Tango.
Drone.
Cook the
EMP
beams.
was a fail.
Relentless Invictus, Excision, focus fire.
Current target is Echo. Front shield is down on it.
Okay, Echo. Back up.
Reversing.
It's dead.
Target.
Alpha
next
is
target.
Charlie. Go. Yeah, it's dead. And final target is Delta.
25%.
Wow, there's a lot of spam there.
Alright.
20%.
All ships form up on Oblivion, let's keep going.
Reluctantly, well done.
Sir, we're at 200 energy.
Ouch!
Yeah, I just said that, didn't
I don't know. There was a lot going on.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mr. Maxwell, I didn't hear that.
All ships,
alright.
we're going to get some fuel before we transit into the next one. Make sure you're in fuel
Engage
collection mode.
FCS.
On the bright side, our front shields are almost fully...
It's Oblivion to all ships. Once you've hit at least 500 energy, message in so that we know.
That's a serious defense response I've never seen from Hjorden before.
They don't like us.
It's not just...
We were protecting them from the Unuks. It was, they could barely muster one cruiser group.
What I'm impressed at is not the volume of the response. That is quite impressive though, but the speed at which they've got all those ships mobilised. They must be on constant alert.
Looks that way.
Yes.
Like I said,
Sleeping in your chair on the bridge doesn't sound like much fun.
It looks like we are going to have to be extremely careful if we recontact the Empire.
Oh,
yeah.
Just
I was just saying we're above 50%, and they had requested that we report in when we were south.
Thank you.
Oblivion, Invictus is now above 50% energy. Green on ordnance, green on damage.
When I met with the representatives, gonna find, I didn't tell them anything about separate universes or anything. I told them that we were on an extended deep space mission, and that's why we appeared behind their lines without any notice. So.
Oh, good call.
Oblivion to all ships, stand by. I'm going to give the Excision a few more minutes to get their energy higher. Excision reporting once you've hit at least 75%.
We're basically full.
This cannot be a real battle cruiser. There must be something wrong with her power systems. She did show more signs of Denobite degradation than any of the others.
Oblivion to all ships, we're going to move out.
Maybe we misaligned the focusing lenses on the weapons. So she's supposed to put out a lot more power, but it's just not focusing properly, so it's not actually doing the damage.
Maybe that's how the ship's supposed to work.
Why don't you have a look down the lens and I'll press the trigger and see what happens?
I'm already looking down the lens. It looks fine. Do you mean from the other side? No, I think you should do that. Yeah, I think that you should do that, Lieutenant.
Whoa, that's a name I recognize.
I think you mean.
No, I really don't.
Which one?
Station's going hostile, sir.
Yeah, be prepared. Oh, this might be trickier. We're going to have to hold them off while we activate the gate.
Yeah.
Suggest we get there quick so we can...
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, let's head out. Warp 1 for the gate.
Increase warp.
How many ships do we have?
Contacts.
Let's
go. And
Invictus, maintain formation.
Does one ship have to focus and open a gate? To open a gate? Because we should take a defensive posture with 2 or 3 in Echo, or sorry, in Bravo 4 and 7.
Yeah. Oh, the fleet captain might be trying to dummy the locals out of position from the gate to do an end run. But yeah, once everyone's within activation range of the gate, any comms officer can, if they've got access to the proper codes, can activate the gate.
Okay.
Thing is, if we hold here too long, then we're going to have a nasty surprise behind us.
Yeah, do we have FCS active? Ships, this is the plan. I want the Excision to move ahead to Cerberus Gate. The Excision will secure the Cerberus Gate and bring it online, ready for a transition. Hopefully that will be an ISN system. Invictus, Relentless, we're going to try and draw some of these Hjorden and Natani and keep them busy while the Excision does that.
What happens when the other 2 bases start launching ships?
Invictus.
They might have already done so.
Your operational area is Bravo 3. Relentless, operational area Bravo 2.
Acknowledged Oblivion, Invictus, Bravo 3.
Course 090,
all ships,
warp 1.
Now.
I like our operational area. It's only 2 ships.
Me too. If we're lucky, there might not be any.
Slow down.
This is tough.
Contact by Cerberus Gate.
Those friendly little guys who serve Yoko.
Are we got reduced sensors?
Yeah, probably. Scan anything you can.
Ready to turn down to Bravo 3.
Sir, if we can get some surrenders, maybe we can have a boarding action and raid their stores.
That would be an excellent idea.
Sir, ready to turn to Bravo 3.
Confirmed, Mark. Oh, damn. Okay, join up with Excision. She's fragile.
Like, I'm sure we need the parts and everything. So.
Romeo 60 is a hard Delta rear shield weaker.
That Delta?
No shield at all. It's dead.
Invictus, can we leave these ships to you while we go to the gate?
Hard Bravo,
Romeo?
rear shield weaker.
Confirmed, Oblivion.
Let's get their attention and then lead them to Charlie 3 Mark 1.
They're dead. They're dead.
I got their attention, sir.
Engineering on maximum power conservation. Ready about. Bravo
Contact.
3 Mark 1.
Alpha's going to start spitting out.
Hold.
Yeah.
Yep. Come to 180.
180, right.
Maximum sensors.
Is there an Natani, sir?
They're going to be there
oh
quite
dear.
quickly.
We're...
Did it warp one?
Invictus, moving to Charlie 3. Engage enemies coming from that area.
Charlie 3, acknowledge.
So coming straight at us.
Shields are up.
EMP. Group them, catch them.
Be grouped.
EMP.
Whoa.
They've taken out our front shields.
Just
so
fire
forward
automatically.
beams are
Prep
rather
a nuke.
terrifying. Suggest mines, they're going to be too
No
fast
nuke,
for
sir.
a nuke.
Okay, load 2 mines.
1 mine, sir.
Copy that, 1 mine.
Loading the
Better
mine.
load the mine and the nuke then.
I said no nukes. No nukes. We have 4
1 mine.
P-Shock, 2 EMP, 1 mine, and 2 homing.
Okay. I want minimum maneuver and pull them as far away from the gate as you can. Stay away from the Alpha station. So bearing approximately 300.
We're in their arcs.
No
Careful.
more on course.
Front shields are gone. And mine is loaded.
Don't, no. I said bearing 300.
Trying to stay
Excision,
out
you
their
can move
arcs.
to assist the Invictus, Oblivion,
Deploy
and
the
Relentless.
mine as
moving to
soon
the
as you
gate.
can get a good strike. And then follow up with P-Shocks. We need to strike hard.
Was that a mine drop?
That was a mine drop. They're gonna go right into it. There we go.
Nice.
Tubes, depowered
P-Shocks. Delta 3.
Delta 3? They might have cycled their main beams. We have 10% front shield.
Not a good situation.
Oh.
Is
P-Shock's
it possible
loaded.
we could engage them from behind?
How
Be
fast-
prepared to come about. So Excision's we've got the tango. We're doing a good job. Keep teasing him.
Did I fire some P-Shocks at him, sir?
Yes.
Firing. Firing. Uh-oh.
Destroyed.
Careful, Excision.
Setting fuel collectors.
All ships, move to Oblivion's position, ready for Cerberus jump. Moving to the gate.
Current stars, sir. 2 EMP, 2 P-Shock, 2 homing.
Energy is at 54%.
The gate is tracking us. I'll let you know when we're locked.
Excuse me, I need to do some stellar navigation. I'll be back with you in a second. Mr. Morlock, you have the con.
Aye, sir. Sidle up and ready to jump.
That 50% energy.
It would be Cerberus 7 if that's what you want to know.
Thank you.
Getting into position.
Signal is locked.
Where we end up now. And I hope we
Confirm
have to go
Cerberus
back to
7.
that sector.
CIC to all fleets, stand by for sensors update.
I'm going to end those people.
That's confirmed, command and control holding position. Command and control, is it possible to make any kind of link with ISN? Is this the same as like USF space, USFP space?
Presumably Earth.
Command and control, we're wondering if the map in this area matches USFP space that we know.
We were a while from Earth when we were in the Prime universe.
Right. Well, I thought they were asking for a political map. Sounds like yeah. But is presumably Earth is still friendly if we can have fuel collectors. I mean, we could get there.
It would take a very long time.
I'm not sure it's an Earth I want to see.
As long as no one's shooting at us, I'm okay with that.
That'd be boring.
Wow, okay.
Oh, we've transitioned?
Yes, sir.
Yes, confirmed.
We're in a holding pattern with the rest of the division.
Oh, look, Hjorden civilian bases.
Mix of auxiliary.
And we have
updating for going hostile.
Oh crap.
Okay.
Hold it down. We'll find the Empire somewhere.
Yeah. Great.
See, the gate to Promethean would be...
Oblivion, this is Invictus. Looking at stellar navigation, the gate to Promethean would be a transition core trailing from here.
Invictus, that's confirmed. We're getting sensor updates. It looks like the stations in this system are hostile at this point. Stand by.
Confirmed. I'm seeing some Hjorden signatures in there.
Scan us, Max, please.
There. Boosted, sir. Like we have.
Sorry, say again.
Follow up on Oblivion. How? Relentless Invictus break formation. Going to Charlie 4 Mark 8. Charlie 4 Mark 8.
ISN ships.
Ships in Alpha 3 Mark 1 are ISN ships.
What do we gain by engaging?
Put on a good show for the ISN ship.
Yeah, we have to exterminate, I guess.
Confirm Relentless.
We're just guessing.
Ukrainians have been extremely unhelpful.
If I may, that is the 1st Battle Command 3rd Assault Squadron.
What's our target, sir?
Combine fire with Oblivion.
Oblivion, aye.
Nearest target in Whiskey 4-1 is Delta.
Delta.
We're being asked to ID ourselves by the ISN ships.
We're obviously the...
Okay.
Command, this is ISN Oblivion of the 4th Hunter Group. We've just come through Hjorden system, pursued by Hjorden forces.
No, we don't even know what our mission was out in space.
We should just say that we were lost.
I want every spare cycle devoted to cracking the logs.
Oblivion, move to assist ISN Relentless.
Moving to a support Relentless.
Move to support Relentless, please.
ISN responds, understood Oblivion, your status, question mark.
Invictus, we've got the rear open for you.
Okay, Delta 2 on their rear. Keep us well away from the group in Charlie 4 Mark 9.
There's no point in giving you frequencies for these, Morlock.
What did you say?
There's no point in giving you frequencies for these, you'll chew through them.
Our status is Amber. We have low ordnance, we have ships that are
knackered,
have major repairs, extensive repairs to them, and are barely operational. We need additional support in this area.
Maybe that's what's going wrong with our shields, is that since we exploded, our shields... I don't think that's the case, but I don't know if that's something...
The fact that the Netani are galactic nomadic traders and have access to exotic tech from across the galaxy doesn't help.
ISN says affirmative, fight what you can and we will cover you to Promethean.
There's 54% energy, by the way.
Was that 5-4, Maxwell?
5-4, yes. I wonder if possibly they have some sort of weapon that's more effective against shields rather than hulls.
Could be. They've got a slow cycling, very high yield weapon, so it doesn't do much to our hulls, it tends to go straight through with minimal damage. But it does a real number on our shields.
ISN ships intend to torch Serena Station. I haven't got scans on any of these Morlock, and the shields are about 50 each, so forgive me for dereliction of duty.
Don't worry about it. I just need them in my sights.
We now have tango.
There we go.
Done.
Shields holding 74%.
Drone. Many drones.
That drone cruiser is toast.
How are the beams doing, engineering?
They're doing fine. They're 250 shield, front shield's 250 at the moment. I'll have to pull that down a little for
Here we go.
Surrender U-275, surrender.
Their front shields are going down.
We are at 10% front shields, 15% energy.
Convert 4, homing.
Shields are down.
Impulse.
Boosting
Taking
impulse.
fire.
Relentless. Status report.
Forward shields are still down.
Good.
We've lost a couple of damcons.
Turn starboard.
I converted the 2 homing. We're out.
Uh-oh.
Are we out of homing, did you say?
Yeah, we only had 2 homing.
What?
And you converted
Get us out
to
of
2
here.
homing.
Disengage. Gamma 2.
Gamma 2I.
Maximum power saving.
Yes, sir. I believe someone has to go out the airlock.
Yeah, Morlock, please report to the nearest airlock.
I reported that there were 2 homing like 3 times.
And then you used them both.
Too much bridge chatter. Get us Gamma 2. What's our energy status?
Energy 16%, sir. Forward shields still down.
Alright, so take energy out of everything except warp. Bring warp down to 75%.
Invictus status.
Red on energy, red.
Invictus move into grid Bravo 3 Mark 2.
Bravo 3 Mark 2.
ISN ships have moved into the proximity of Serena Station and are bombarding.
Do not engage. They weren't even involved with us.
Who wasn't? Yes, I've been trying to...
The Serena Station.
Yes, the ISN ships did inform us that they would burn Serena Station when they entered the sector. I presume it's some sort of lesson that they're going to teach the natives.
Maybe maybe they were coming into the sector just for that, and we just appeared here as well.
Possibly.
It could be.
They don't seem to be doing much damage to it though.
All ships will be able to use Serena Station shortly for resupply. Begin making way towards that station as soon as the ISN have secured it.
They said burn, not...
I was going to say maybe there's a translation issue there.
Could be. I want all spare computer cycles devoted to decrypting this ship's logs, especially command orders.
Serena is now showing IFF friendly.
Suggest we try to download the station's data core.
Will do.
Surely one of our ONI people knows. Actually, we've got a lot of ONI on here.
Serena Auxiliary civilian base reports docking crew ready.
Link
got some damcons that are going to need to be sent to
attempting to contact them. I'm attempting to contact the computer core now. I can't do it. I'll wait for the hard link and try again.
Docking.
Seems to be a smaller station.
Take advantage.
See what you can get, but
docked.
We might be moving on soon.
Stand by. Trying.
Or just pick up any extra medical supplies, especially if they're going to burn it down.
They could have been burned it out.
I haven't got any credentials to get into anything here at all.
Don't worry about it right now.
It's all really locked down.
On ship damage when we get to main base.
And quite convincingly, I think, Mr. Morlock, don't you?
Oh yeah. All according to plan.
Smart thinking, I like that.
Forward thinking.
All ships stand by, requesting further orders from the group in this area.
ISN says, fancy the 4th hunters escaping from the jaws of death. I feel like I should do this in a German accent for some reason.
Because we keep saying Commandant.
Yeah, it works in Russian too.
Yes, we are looking for
all ships form up on Oblivion.
And we do not know where we are.
Helm, yeah, you've got clearance to stay on Oblivion.
I just hope they don't scan us.
Why?
ISN ship says, let's get you back to Promethean.
Oh, there we go.
If they scan us, they're just gonna see an ISN ship.
Charges have been set on Serena, 30 seconds till explosion.
Oh.
Bastards.
No, I was wondering if they would pick up non-humans in Queria, that was all.
If they pick up non-humans, then they'll just think that we're subservient until they see me.
So you do have that badge.
Hey, well,
Yes.
no, he was basically on the ship's roster of officers.
Oh, okay.
His previous rank.
Yeah. As far as I can tell, whoever I replaced did something for another officer who sponsored him for a senior command.
It's not that someone gave you a sock or anything, is it?
Sock?
Showing waypoint 1
Oh,
in Alpha
God,
5 Mark 3. I don't know why Oblivion's
Ziff.
here.
Ancient Fables, thank you, Ziff.
Ziff.
Serena is destroyed.
God damn it.
I was
They
reading.
lost Cerberus command on this side as well.
It was some sort of captain or
Oh ships, did anyone else?
group leader. I think
else
I
see
took fire for them.
Serena self-destruct or at least blow up in a minefield?
Our census, it seemed to us that charges were being placed.
We got communication.
All ships, the ISM forces captured the base and then rigged it to explode.
Yeah, can't wait till we
I'm
start
assuming
hanging out
so
with
that
them.
they're not leaving any trace for the Corellians to use.
They might have some provocation, because Cerberus command also seems to be missing.
I don't think they'll need provocation.
Well, it's curious because Cerberus was basically under USFP control in our universe. That doesn't seem to be the case
Command and
here.
Control, this is ISN Oblivion confirming and making way for Promethean Gate.
Was Cerberus taken over through battle or compromise?
Cerberus in our universe was destroyed through battle.
No, I mean, when we had control over it. Was that our station?
Oh, yes. If you go back a couple of years, there was a major hegemony invasion throughout Cerberus.
I think I remember that.
Yeah.
May I interrupt for 1 second? I'm sorry. There's a
ahead.
waypoint in Alpha 5 Mark 3.
That's a ghost from previous.
Oh, roger, okay. Sorry for
we had to evacuate a large number of civilians. I remember that was about the time I joined the division, and then eventually we were able to push the Corellians back out of it.
All right, so I mean, a lot of what is controlled and what isn't
Transition.
is going to be different because of the aggressive nature of the Terran Empire.
All ship.
Yes.
All ships, and then I didn't hear what they wanted.
I bet we're supposed to head for Promethean, sir.
Yes. That was I heard that as an order.
This is ISN Oblivion to all ships. We've managed to synchronize our systems with the ISN systems. As soon as we get to Promethean Gate, we'll be able to move to automated control to take us back to base. Be ready to have your crew stand down. Hopefully the facilities at Promethean will be as good as the ones that we left.
I've got it. We encountered some sort of anomaly, right, which resulted in some neural side effects. We don't necessarily remember exactly what we were doing.
That would then bring a lot of scrutiny.
I mean, that's true, but don't think that not knowing our mission is going to bring scrutiny?
When we arrive on Promethean, find some reason to keep your crew aboard their ship before transferring to Promethean Command. We don't want to walk in there and make any mistakes and give away who we really are, just in case. So I prefer to keep the fact that we are from a different universe under wraps for the time being.
Maxwell.
Oblivion Invictus crew are fully occupied in continuing to repair battle damage.
I was going to suggest some sort of disciplinary punishment to make you seem
That's
suitably...
concerned, Invictus. That sounds like a good enough excuse to keep your crew aboard ship.
Maxwell, if needed, disconnect a few pipes.
Disconnect a few pipes?
We need to look like we have some kind of leak or something that keeps us...
Coolant leak will,
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, if you can affect the power core containment a fraction, just to make it leak a little.
I'm just going to take
Maxwell,
away. Yes,
see
sir.
that large contraption on the side? Press the red and yellow button underneath the manifold. That might cause a leak of some sort.
Automated systems have taken over. I suggest we try to data mine as much as possible now we have a link to the ISN.
Oh yeah. Get some reading done, everybody. You have homework.
Yeah, take anything you can from the feeds that are open from the ISN and see if we can leverage that to crack the data banks on the ship.
Debrief your crews and stand down.
Have we firewalled the stuff we have on our ships about us sufficiently?
Oh, yes.
I don't think there's anything about us on these ships.
Well, apart from the fact that we're part of the TSN, not the ISN, for example.
Well, didn't we... we weren't transported... The ships weren't transported with us. It was just our consciousness.
It's just our consciousness.
Yeah, so there's no trace of the TSN unless people have been making personal logs.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, even recordings of bridge chatter.
Exactly.
Any black box recording.
Clearly, those need to be
FNS in exile.
That too.
I've destroyed all those recordings.
Okay, so see what we can. Make sure that your uniform, you have clean uniforms ready for inspection. I get the impression they're a pretty much spit and polish operation.
Right.
Okay, I think we're going to meet up in conference room A. Quick debrief. Any feedback? I mean, I'm very happy with the way the crew pulled together and identified risks for each other. Just be careful when action gets hot to minimize chatter to what is absolutely necessary. A couple of times I didn't hear Mr. Maxwell. Almost fatally, I didn't hear Mr. Morlock.
And a couple of times I've missed orders on our engagement, I think, which is where I've had to ask for.
Well, you should just depend on the captain for that.
Well, yes.
Right. I'll speak up then. All right, let's head to conference hall, virtual conference hall A.
Do some reading, but remember who you are, guys.
User left your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel. Switched.
We'll have to see what this empire is all about.
User joined your channel.
A suggestion.
User joined your channel.
From
User
this
joined
Lily.
your channel. User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
The Empire probably has listening devices everywhere to confirm our loyalty.
Well, we all know the solution to that. It's turn off all non-essential systems and EMP ourselves.
Well, dock to the
User joined
station.
your channel.
Oh boy.
Everybody keep... Remember, we're ISN officers.
That coming out of your mouth is terrifying.
We're on the station.
Not as terrifying as our present situation.
They're probably recording us right now. Shut up.
Well, you know, you can only record as much as you have the manpower to go through later.
This is a virtual conference suite.
Okay.
I think we're still in transit to land at Promethean.
Okay, good.
How many systems are running, right?
Yeah.
That's correct.
Okay, so yeah, it would be terrifying coming out of my mouth. Because screw these guys, but I don't want us to die, so I'm gonna play them apart.
And activating secure channels now, so this doesn't get transmitted to the other group.
You didn't have that going already?
Yes.
Why did that turn on immediately?
I had the foresight to as Oblivion's comms officer to make sure our CIC channel had its own secure band.
Void, damn, you gave me a heart attack, group leader.
Oh, Jafar, you spoil all my fun.
Usually I do that as engineer,
User was
sir.
moved to your channel.
It's a little bit more fun as intelligence officer as well.
And I know that the default comms routing for all reporting is through the lead ship, not direct to command.
Looks like there's some trust issues in the ISN.
What was the designation of the group that we met up with again?
First Battle Fleet, 3rd Assault Division?
That was the First Battle Command, 3rd Assault Squadron.
Oh, why are there
First Battle Command, what squadron?
There's still 3 people
3rd Assault.
in the
Lagoon, please.
Yeah. First Battle Command, 3rd Assault Group.
Excellent. Right, we're just waiting on the crew of the Excision.
So,
I will go and bring them.
How did we lose the Excision? Or Stormhold?
Treachery. Massive explosion.
User
Damn
joined
it.
your channel. User joined your channel.
Some people know how to follow
If we get
orders.
back there, I'm gonna have
Basically,
words.
Moloch fired on it. Moloch took command of it.
To your channel.
Alright.
No,
okay, you ready? The conference hall is a secure virtual channel between all ships. It should give us a little bit of security before we get back to Promethean Command. The transit time is going to be a few hours because we've slowed the division down in its autopilot setting, so it gives us time to prepare ourselves for whatever's coming. As you know, we made contact with the 1st Battle Command, 3rd Assault Squadron. That was after leaving the Hjorden system. Turns out where we were was the entire system, somewhere that was currently uncharted in our own universe, but evidently was accessible in this universe. The human forces there seemed to think that we were a hostile ISN conducting some kind of plot. They turned on us and have forced us out. Hjorden evidently are not friendly with the ISN either, and continue to force us back to this position. Luckily, we've hit the front lines, it seems, of the ISN in Cerberus system. We were able to make contact with the 1st Battle Command, 3rd Assault Squadron, and they've managed to link us up to main ISN systems. What we're going to have to do is try and keep our quarantine status for as long as possible so that we can try and figure out a plan of action. Hopefully, we can get a few days out of it at least. The Invictus, with its repairs, we'll just have to keep going with DEMCON teams as best they can until we have made a proper link and come out of quarantine status and can get proper shipyard facilities. As for the other ships, the story is that it's radiation sickness from Stormhold. Because the reactor melted down when we arrived, it matches with our logs as well.
Yes, that's true. There was a major radiation leak as we arrived.
I'm not sure if there's anything in addition to go over. Obviously, the culture's slightly different. I'm going to try and make contact via secure frequencies with the ISN and try and get updated security protocols for everyone. That should give us a better access to our own ship systems and to our own personal systems. As soon as I get to the secure codes and I'm able to reset it from the fleet command consoles, I'll be able to push that out. So hopefully you'll have some ideas of your own logs. Study them as much as you can. It will tell you who you are in this universe and help you prepare yourself for any interactions with people who are not part of our hunter group. Any additional comments from the command officers?
No, sir, that covers it. We need to take on the cover of the personalities that we are.
Yes, it's
It's
only a matter of time before the Imperial equivalent of the Admiralty shows up, now that we've been pulled from the clutches of almost certain death, as it would seem.
To be entirely fair, I'm more worried about the INI.
I imagine, to be honest with you, as soon as we can figure out where we were and what our mission was, we'll be able to see why this hunter group was in the Antara system.
May I ask a question?
Go ahead.
How are you going to explain why we were aboard the Stormhold? Because realistically, I'm assuming we would have probably headed back to where we were supposed to be. We needed an excuse as to why we were abandoned for an extended period of time in enemy territory.
Until we establish the exact mission of this hunter group before we arrived in this universe, we're going to have to we're going to have to wait on reasons for coming across Stormhold and being in the Antara system.
A thought in that vein, sir.
Go ahead.
Judging by the casual communications from the 3rd Assault Squadron, they mentioned that leave it to the 4th Hunter to escape from the jaws of death. A hypothesis we may need to flesh out is that the 4th Hunter group had been deployed to Antara system some time ago, and was reported either missing or killed in action, only to resurface at this time.
There is also the fact that there is some congruency of events as far as we can work out. There are similarities in bits of the timeline that we've been able to patch together from history. It is entirely possible that the 4th Hunter Group misjumped as well. So their deployment, their arrival in Antara may not have been their intended destination.
What I want is all information regarding our arrival here and the misjump under maximum security and only accessible to us in this hunter group. See if we can keep it separate from the ISN systems for as long as possible.
Yes. I know that both Naima and Mundi have been working on exactly such isolation techniques.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
In the meantime, we'll try and make contact, figure out our place in this universe, and continue to research a way to get back to our own. It could be a long stay here, so make sure that you are ready for contact with other ISN officers.
Should we be worried about notifying our home universe that there are imposters in our bodies?
We don't have a clue what's happened to ourselves in the home universe, if we're still there or if it was a complete swap.
We need more intelligence.
And until we have a means of communicating, it's kind of a moot point.
And that too, we have no way to reach the former world we were in.
Based on the FNS news broadcast that we were able to receive, the hunter group is missing. That's all we can establish at this moment.
Does anybody have new
the
or
Farflight
missing...
division is missing.
Anybody have new or missing scars since the incident? I ask because a bunch of people, Demcoms and stuff, died supposedly when we came over here, right?
There were some casualties immediately after the jump and the first engagement.
Which makes me wonder if those are, well, if we go back, would the same thing happen again? What if your body on the other side has been damaged? Am I making sense here?
Maxwell, I think this isn't really the time to to go into philosophical debate.
Step 1.
Well,
determine how to get back into our bodies in the first place. Step 2, determine the state of said bodies.
Yeah.
Right.
If you wake up and it turns out you're dead, sorry.
Right.
Alright, I think what we're going to do is we'll wrap up the shift there. Like I say, we've got an hour or so transit time until we get back. In that time, we need to make sure that we are preparing ourselves for contact. Duty officer, I'll hand over to you.
Group leader.
Go on.
The 2 announcements we should make, or at least one we should make before we set off. This is the last shift on rotation for duty officer, so we are going to require 2 more volunteers, or victims, however you'd like to see it, to take up the next 4 shifts. So if you have any inclination to do so, we'll be posting the link to our form in 1 moment. Also, I am seeing that we have a couple of midshipmen that I recognize from a couple of ships past. If you feel like you're up to it, you can take our ensign exam to start your promotion.
To subaltern.
Well, they sounded enthusiastic.
But
right.
I'll be around for a couple of minutes if anyone wants to. All
okay,
yours.
Is that everything? Anybody else? Alright, okay. Duty officer, over to you.
Officers of the Imperial Stellar Navy, 2nd Space Flotilla, 4th Hunter Division, you are hereby dismissed.
Good flying, everyone.
Stay safe.
Safe landing.
It's going to get very interesting over the next week.
Really interesting game this week.
Matsian, are you about for a minute?
User
yes,
disconnected
no problem.
From your channel. User
Nicely
left
done,
your
y'all.
channel.